We'll wait for like 5 minutes, and we wait to see if everybody get some views. Let's wait a little bit. Okay. Ah. Hey, peace, Erica. Let's wait a few more minutes and then we get started.
What you think about the situation with Kobe or whatever, man?
Man, I'm gonna do a live around 1 o'clock to talk about that, man. It's a lot of and I agree with Umar Johnson has said, man. I didn't even really think about what all that, man, because when you look at the movie Concussion, but that would it was based on a true story, played by Will Smith, man. I believe it. I believe the NBA had a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, I'm going definitely want to address that tomorrow, but that's going to be like a 1 o'clock. It's going to, yeah, it's going to be deep. It's going to be real deep.
Got you.
Yeah, that's big news, man. That right there is suspect. It's really suspect. But what Umar Johnson said, he was on point.
I didn't get a chance to watch that video.
Huh?
So I didn't get a chance to watch the video where he did an interview.
No, he just did a live. He just did a live on his thing on
Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go check that out.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. He made a lot of sense, man. And then when you think about what happened to Muhammad Ali and stuff like that, with all what they was trying to do to him, yeah. All right, let's all right. So let's get it started. I think eventually it's gonna come. All right, Hotep family, this is your RBG brother, Guy Nollywood Jr. coming to you with another exclusive live. So I got my two brothers on the panel, and I know Brother Bakari is going to join us later. Just y'all could just introduce yourselves.
Yes, indeed. Peace to the panel, peace to the chat room. The viewing audience. My name is I go by CJ, but a lot of my people have been knowing me for a while, call me by my real first name or whatever. But I'm just here to just participate in this discussion because crossing the line, man, that is a very deep topic that I hope we will be able to share some clarity and light to today. So on that note, pass the mic to Brother Maurice.
Peace and blessings, family. Thank you, Brother Guy, for having us on. Peace and blessings, Brother African Supremacy. I am definitely looking forward to this topic. I know I had announced to the audience last night that I was going to do a live today, but when I got your text you know, I said, okay, let me come over here and be with my brother. So I'm here and I'm looking forward to this awesome program you're about to put out for us.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I was going to do it last week, but I was really sick, man. I think I caught the flu. I was on with y'all guys. You and Bakari, I think it was on Bakari's show, and you don't know if y'all heard me coughing and stuff like that. But I didn't know the next day it got really worse, so I couldn't do the live. I wanted to do it because it was the perfect day. That day, man, but I just couldn't do it. My body just said, "Nuh-uh, not today, bro." I just didn't want to come on there and do the video. I'm coughing while I'm doing the video, and then at the same time, I'm sounding like I got a cold. So that it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. So I just say, let me postpone it to the following week. So the name of the topic is crossing the line, and the reason why I came up with this topic because a lot of things were said. That shouldn't, but it's bringing all this venom in the atmosphere, and which, to me, is not tolerated. I don't think it's tolerated. And I was reading what Dr. King quotes, and he was talking about being silent is almost like a betrayal, And I'm a type of person, I'm not going to be silent about it. If there's something bothers me and if something's not right, I gotta speak out. I gotta let people know, like people know, hey, what you're doing is venom, and it's hurtful, and it's dangerous. So I'm gonna do some screen shares to prove my point, because I'd rather show you than tell you. So let's get it in, and then after I present my presentation, and I'm gonna let my brother speak, and they can tell the people their thoughts. Okay. Let me get right to it. I hope I'm not missing anything, but let me see something. Let me screen share this. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Oh, is it this one? I think it was this one. So I screen share this real quick. Okay, here we go. It was this one. Where's this thing? Okay. Do y'all see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna play this part, and I'm gonna play what he said. To me, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I'm gonna play it right now. I'm gonna play this part.
Today, they're good, man. It's that mindset. It's that mentality that got them sick. It turns good people into savages. Now here I am. I let these men come on my platform. They are taught they're supposed to be better than the white man, because the white man is a savage. And here they come on my platform, savage as hell, looking for blood. Savages. So maybe they are African.
Now, wow. Yes, that's what I said. Now let me say this. That was very, very disturbing. That's no different with the enemy used to tell us. The racist, evil Neanderthal would say. He's repeating the same thing. That he says he's making it, trying to make this connection of Africans and savages. And I mean, it's bad enough. It's bad enough. This dude talking about people's wives, and he posed to love black women. but you sitting there, you bad mouthing someone's wife. Number one, who hasn't done nothing to this man. Then you want to talk about someone's grandchildren. And now you think that African people are savages. This is what I'm saying. Crossing. I want to know. My question I wanted to ask this nutcase: how far are you going to go? And are you willing to put your life on the line with what you're doing? That's venom. That's you putting that in the atmosphere. This is what you think about African people or savages people. I want to play that again because I want people to hear the venom. I want to let people hear the venom. Where's that? I'm just want to find that. Just want to find that.
All this comedic, all this Hebrew Israelite, more science temple, whatever they call it. It's a bunch of crap.
Let me play that part right here.
That we was talking about on the platform today. They are good, man. It's that mindset. It's that mentality that got them sick. It turns good people into savages. Now here I am. I let these men come on my platform. They are taught they're supposed to be better than the white man because the white man is a savage. And here they come on my platform, savage as hell, looking for blood. Savages. So maybe they are Africans.
See, and I want people to hear that. This is what he thinks of African people. Now, what he won't tell you that he did a video. He did a video talking about what his own mother said to him when he was young. This is something that he's not going to keep repeating. He made a video. He made a video saying that he grew up in a very, how his own mother verbally abused him. Now I know I took psychology. I have a psychology book. I know my brothers took psychology. And everybody know that when you come up with this when you grow up with this self-hatred, it tends to spill over, and then all of a sudden you passing it down, right? So everybody knows self-hate becomes is generational, right? So he's not going to tell you that his own mother used to call him, "Oh, you're a black bastard," or "I'm gonna kick your black ass. You just like your black ass father." Not only that, he's not going to tell you that kids probably called him your African this or your African that, following something derogatory. So this is the reason why he has an issue with the word black. He has an issue with the word African people. Okay? So that's what all this hatred is coming from. I understand that. But he needs to be honest with himself and say, well, I got this hatred from my mother. Okay? And then, I'm not going to play this other video, but before I get into that, I'm going to let my brothers get a chance to speak on that. Like, what is your thoughts when he said that, my brothers?
Okay, let me go first. All right. Now, I don't come here today trying to speak for anyone else, but my lineage can be traced back to Africa. My ancestors came directly from the mother continent. Now, whether the next Negro wants to claim the continent or not, that's on them. I fight because I don't want that poison to be pushed down on the babies growing up. I want them to know their true history. Now, whether a Negro, you know, they've been mistreated throughout their entire lives by Black people, so they have, you know, built up this wall, this barrier, and they are against pro-Blackness. They are against Pan-Africanism. Like I've said this before, Pan-Africanism just means global unity amongst all Black people. But unfortunately, and this is dealing with the topic at hand, when it comes to crossing the line, there a lot of Black people have crossed the line over to the side of the enemy. They will fight for the enemy. They will die for the enemy. So what we got to understand is this. Remember, I always told you, bro, and some of this can be proven that we were a tribal people on the continent. You know, you had different tribes at conflict and at war. We need to focus on building with like minds, like people that want to outcast themselves from the continent of Africa. It's really a losing battle. It's a losing battle trying to go against, you know, this Aboriginal community, as we see. Like when you guys went on Alquan's show, man, these people don't even have no respect. They don't even stick to the information, man. They come on with petty name calling. I mean, these dudes are just comedians, man, trying to get a YouTube check. So what we need to do, focus on serious brothers. I know my brother Maurice Muhammad is very serious. I know you are very serious. We need to focus on, you know, people like us. And even my brother Maurice Muhammad once said that most of the gains that Black people have here in North America didn't come because they got the support of the masses of Black people. There were, sometimes it was just small groups that stood up, you know what I'm saying, and fought for these different freedoms. So I am from Africa. I'm going to claim it. And to the next Negro out there, I mean, no, you know, no love lost. If you choose not to claim Africa, that's on you, but don't teach that poison to the babies. I'll pass the microphone on that note.
Yes, sir. I definitely agree. If they want to say that about themselves, that they are native here, then the hell with them, let them burn here. You know, we know where we are from and where we're going. Straight up. I've had, I guess, one of the Aboriginal dudes consistently emailing me about a debate. And like I told him, I don't have anything to debate you about. I've already said what I had to say, and it is what it is, and it's not going to change. So I'm not going to waste my time debating somebody who don't even understand the simplest things about life. You know, I do recognize, as you were saying with Talent, that his mom, you know, said things about being Black, and, you know, if the children called them names in school, I mean, hell, who hasn't been called names in school? Exactly. You know, that comes with the territory, you know. But when you mature, when you become an adult, then you should be able to put things in proper perspective. And what he is doing and what he is a person that I would consider to be a hater of self and a lover of the enemy. And so we see exactly what it is that he does. So, you know, he's a loser at the end of the day, and he will remain that way until he wakes up to the understanding to accept his own and be himself. You know, when I first started out, my thing was, you know, I knew I was from Africa, but my thing was this: well, I'm not going to worry about what's going on in Africa. I need to worry about what's going on in America, and then I can worry about or think about what goes on in Africa. And then, you know, through time with a brother keep consistently talking to me and teaching me, then I understood, no, we got to worry about Africa as well. We got to be able to see even for them and say, hey, look, this is what I see. So this is what, I think you should be doing. And you would be surprised to know how many different, even African leaders, that if you're able to reach out to them, that they will listen. They will listen. I mean, I've been to the embassy in Uganda. I mean, the Uganda embassy in DC, and called them about the video that we saw where the cracker was slapping the brother in Uganda. And, and I went off. But what he said to me is, what you're saying is you're right. So why don't we need you in Uganda to be a leader in Uganda. We have to go ahead and let the clearing field be known. This is what our assignment and our work is about. And I rest my mic.
Welcome, Brother Bakari.
Peace, everybody. How you doing?
Good.
Brother Maurice, African Supremacy TV. He said the Africans are savages. You know what? One thing I learned, man, just leave those people alone, right? I'm being honest. I'm like Craig. I just forget about them. But, I told you I work with this on this job I have. I work with this African guy. Y'all remember what I told y'all he said, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Black Americans black people from the States is the reason he don't speak his own language. They're comfortable with him speaking French, but they're not comfortable with him when he's speaking African dialect, when he's speaking African language. So it bothers them. Peace, Erica. So I have something I want to show right quick. Now, I never shared on somebody else's channel. So how do I do it? I hit the screen share like I always?
Yeah. Just hit the screen share and I have to it'll come up and I'll share it.
Okay.
Just press the share thing, and it should come up.
All right. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Oh man,
What happened?
It lost it, man. It didn't save it. It didn't save it, and I don't know how to go back to save it and put it on there. But anyway, oh my God, that messed me up what I wanted to do. But Brother Guy, Brother Maurice, and I think African Supremacy TV, they all had a picture that I sent. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to ask who was the African?
Yeah.
With Talik and his brother that I work with that I'm talking about, because he called African people savages. And I just wanted to show I
got the picture, bro. If you need.
Oh yeah.
But side by side.
You got the side by side?
No, I never received that one.
Hold on, let me text that to Craig. Hold on.
I was just about to
send it. Okay, better yet, send it to me on Facebook. That way I could just easily share it. It'll go directly to.
Can I text it? Can I text it to you? And you could just.
All right, yeah. It's gonna take.
Let me do it right now. I'm gonna text it to you right now.
But yeah, like Brother Maurice was saying, there's no need to debate these so-called Aboriginal, Indigenous. There's no need to deal with none of these people, because the people that we claim we hate so much, they claim they hate white people, right? But have you noticed that part of our culture has become do what white people do? And what I mean by that is, right, when you see pictures of ancient images of ancient Africans, especially ancient Egyptians, they're white, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you see the people over there now living on stolen land, you see more Arabs, right? They went and they stole a people identity, right? So now you're over here and they constantly call white people the $5 Indians. So y'all must be a $0 Indian. White people got some out of becoming an Indian. Y'all didn't get nothing out of trying to steal someone's identity. You became an Indian for free. I'm a Cherokee. I'm this, I'm that. But it's amazing how everybody who's on their own land, even if another language was forced on you, you notice those people on the reservation still have their language. And you're right, they do show images of starving African children. But and you're absolutely right. That's part of the reason we hate who we are. I showed my brother, and I hope Craig is, I'm sorry, African Supremacy TV is able to pull up this picture, right? Because I showed this brother a picture of Talik, one of his YouTubes. And he said, oh, he's from Africa too. I like, no, he's from here. He hate to be called African. He was like, man, he's ashamed of who he is. Everybody see him and know who he is. I heard that clown say one time his mama told, I don't want to mention nobody's mama, but he said his mama told him that he was Native American. Do anybody see any Native American in him anywhere?
No, not at all.
He's a Native American. And
Okay,
you're not
bro.
a Native American.
You might be able to share it. I just sent it to you on Facebook now. If you share your screen and just click it, it should pop up. Just share your screen and then just click. Well, you
can't share it through here. Yeah, share it through here.
I'm trying to figure out, man, how to do it though.
All right, hold on.
Because I wanted to show that picture.
Hold up a second. You know, I'm not that used to. Wait just a second.
Well, you could email. You could.
Okay. All right. Try me now.
I see. Okay, here we go.
Is it up there?
Now I want y'all to tell me which one of them is African.
Yeah, which one is
Africans or savages?
Which one is that? Do you know which one is African?
Is the one on the? If you think the one on the right is African, press 1. If you think the one on the left is an African, press 1. What's the difference in Talik and my brother right here? That's a friend of mine. What's the difference, Maurice? What's the difference, African Supremacy? What's the difference, Chad? Do y'all see any difference in those two brothers?
There's no difference.
The only difference is one of them is embarrassed of who he is. He's a dark-skinned descendant of a slave born in America who say he's still a slave. His ancestors just came into the world as slaves, all of them. This brother is from Togo, and me and him talk, and he'll tell you he'll Pan-African, and he tell you he know that we are the same people. But black people make him feel so bad that he told me it was me and it was another guy that I met the other day on the job. We are the only people that he would speak his African language in front of because they make him feel bad for speaking his own language.
Wow. And you know what the funny thing about is that when you wouldn't know just by, you wouldn't know if they just say they didn't talk like at all, you would think they both came from the same continent.
Yep. What's the difference?
I'm just saying, like, DNA. That's why I said I tell people study DNA, study genetics, because your DNA don't change. If you take an elephant, what's the difference taking an elephant from Asia and taking an elephant from Africa? Ain't that similar? You don't see an elephant saying from Asia, "Oh well, I'm Aboriginal." You know, I'm part giraffe. Elephant won't tell an elephant from Africa, "Yo, what are you talking about? I'm not from Africa. I'm part giraffe. I'm part buffalo."
So, is Talik a savage? Is he the savage? Is he the savage that he was speaking of?
That's a good question.
Sure is.
Who's the savage? They probably are African. They act like savages. Well, we just compared you to your twin all the way in Togo.
Okay, you want me to take the picture down now?
I can take it off. Let me take it.
I just wanted to show that picture. That's it. I just wanted to show that picture. Stop being ashamed of who you are. We know you from this country. We know how we got in this country. All of us didn't come here on a slave ship. Some of us came here a long time ago. But we are not those people on the reservation. Our people circumnavigated the globe. That's why science teach you at least 90 to 95% of all people gonna have at least 1% of African blood because of where we went. Gonna have 1% African DNA because of how we traveled the world. And everywhere we went, we showed civilization. We shared everything we had, all of our knowledge, wisdom, and talents. And the world turned against us. And now our own people is turning against us.
Mm-hmm.
I yield the mic.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm glad that you showed that picture, man, because that just showed the similarities. We all come from the same continent, man. You know, like I said, genetics don't change. You know, but it's self-hate is that embedded in him growing up, and now he's spreading that venom into the atmosphere. And we already got it hard as it is. We don't need that. We don't need that. What he said was uncalled for, and but you know, like I said, he crossed the line. He crossed the line. But I want to address something else. He keeps bringing up the beef. Well, I won't call it a beef, but he bring up the situation me and Maurice had. He keeps talking about that. You know, everybody's forgotten that, you know, the beef between Maurice and God in Hollywood, they they went at it. Let me because I want to since he wants to talk about, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because we can laugh about it now, but let's talk about it because all of this, he got it all mixed up. And I won't play the video, but in the other video, he sits there, he's in a truck, and he said, y'all probably heard it. He says, he mentioned the fact that I mentioned when I was on the live stream. He said, oh, well, God in Hollywood, he brought up the fact that I caused the argument or caused the beef between him and Maurice. And his exact words was, he did not care that he started the beef. This is his words. He said, I don't care. I don't care if I don't care if I started it. He said, that's what y'all Pan-Africans do anyway, is kill each other. This is what he said. I'm not going to even bother playing because it's going to piss me off. But he says this. So since he wants to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. Because I want to bring some clarity. With me and Maurice, yeah, it started off on some street shit. But what happened was, because you're dealing with two intelligent minds, it went from some street shit to a what you call what's the name I want to use? What you call an informational battle. It went from some street shit to some information, call it informational battle. Where we were sharing information, and it was heated, but it was information. So I asked people, what's the difference between an informational battle and a breakdance battle? What's the difference between an informational battle and people rapping in a battle rap? No one's getting hurt. No one's getting killed. So I guess he was disappointed. That's why he keeps bringing it up. He was disappointed. So how is that we kill each other? I don't understand how is that. How did we kill each other? And when me and Maurice, came brothers again, he started back on talking about Maurice. Because during the time me and Maurice was feuding, doing information, he wasn't talking about Maurice. He didn't mention Maurice not one bit. Now he start talking about Maurice. Now he's disappointed. He's mad. And then he tried to do it on the panel that we was on, right? And he tried to bring, then he was trying to rehash it all over again by using our brother Craig again, which I'm going to play. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to share it right now. Give me 1 second. Which one is that? I think it was this one. Just give me 1 second, guys. I just want to make sure if I got the right one. Yeah, this is it right here. So so this is the video where he started bringing up the Mississippi, the campaign pipe dream that he's always talking about. So he brings it up, and then he tried to bring Brother Craig in it. But I'm going to show you what Brother Craig's response was. Now watch this.
Bother these people, okay? I never bother these people. When it started with the Mississippi campaign, that's when all this first started. When this idea of the Mississippi campaign started, and Maurice stole the idea and took it for his own. That's where it started.
Now, just to remind you, this is how the whole brotherhood started to collapse. Because this dude who claimed that he got respect for Brother Craig tried to bring Brother Craig into his bullshit. He was trying to rehash it all over again. But just listen to what he says.
And then they began to make mockery of us. They letting homosexuals in there. They want homosexuals and start calling us coons and sambos and things of this nature. That's where it started. Now, if I'm incorrect, Craig, tell me if I'm incorrect or not. Where Craig at?
I gotta play that again. Craig? Where Brother Craig at? Craig, are you there? Let me play that again. I'll play that one more time. I gotta play that one more time. That shit was funny. That was so funny. Damn, I don't want to. Let me see. Hold on. So if I get the right, I want to go to. Okay.
Stand up, but I'm just talking about.
I do not mess with people.
Well, I'm just talking about now. You allow them inside in this room to have a discussion and what have you and stuff. And like I said, I'm just saying, I'm not.
And then I allowed them to come into my house just so they can make veiled threats. You can do that on your video in your own damn house.
Well, you know me, bro, and as a person, as an outside critic, what have you stuff, I don't think they came with threats. First Maurice came to you, and he's substantial, but he's
that's a facade. Maurice do that kind of stuff all the time. You know, trying to he'll call, he'll talk about what we got. Then next thing you know, well, you know, brother, you was talking about. Oh no.
I don't know these brothers, man.
I have the evidence.
I don't know y'all problems or whatever. I'm just going on about what I seen, and that's all I seen. What happened? I was just saying, as an outlooker and onlooker, what have you. I was just going by being objective, what have you, stuff.
No, I'm listening.
What have you, shit. But I'm being real. I ain't gonna look at kiss your ass and like that. I'm just being real about it. That based on what I've seen between your engagement, based on what First Maurice, and then I said what I said, and then the other person.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Cause y'all ain't a country.
I was willing to give my whole life back.
That's when all this first started, when this idea of the Mississippi campaign started. And Maurice stole the idea and took it for his own. That's where it started. And then they began to make mockery of us. They let letting homosexuals in there. They want homosexuals and start calling us coons and sambos and things of this nature. That's where it started. Now, if I'm incorrect, Craig, tell me if I'm incorrect or not. That's where it started.
I had to play that. What's your thoughts on that?
Hey, let me speak on it first.
Go ahead, brother.
All right. First of all, when it comes to that entire beef or whatever, the whole Mississippi idea, for one, it was not my thought. It was not my plan. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. I got nothing whatsoever to do with that. Okay. Now, I will say this. It was very unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, that a verbal altercation, that me and Brother Maurice had to get into. But to be totally honest with you, though, I really can't blame him, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day for being upset. Mm-hmm. Like, when you got somebody on your platform constantly bashing your organization, which is the Nation of Islam, your name, as well as your teacher, Minister Farrakhan. Like, I could see where the conflict came from. To me, what I represent, the position that I take, I just fight for the unification of Black people. I mean, if you got some dirt on a person's particular organization, first and foremost, it's a little bit questionable. Why would you, if you take so much issue with the Nation of Islam, and Maurice Muhammad's position against homosexuality, why would you bring this man into the brotherhood? Mm-hmm. If you have, where Maurice stands when it comes to homosexuality, when it comes to race mixing, when it comes to all these things. So that's something that somebody needs to provide a little bit more clarity, but I'm definitely, not going to get in it. When it comes to Maurice stealing somebody's idea, the way I look at it, I have respect and love for my ancestors. So if they begin a fight, it's my duty and my job to carry the torch, to continue the fight. I don't think my ancestors, Harriet Tubman, my ancestors that fought in the civil rights movement, I don't think that they will be saying that I'm trying to steal their idea, because just because I share the same vision and want to continue the fight, man, we got to be ready. Like, if I create something, if I create a plan, an idea that's going to benefit Black people, it's open to the entire community. Anybody that, like, if I'm not able as a person to lead this idea and make it work, then I would like to hand off the torch. I'm going to hand off the torch to whoever can make the idea work. Now, I'm not saying that this is the exact circumstances between Maurice and Tyleek. I never did get caught up in the middle with that. So I'm not even educated enough on it. But I can say this. I agree with my brother Maurice's stance that he takes on, these deviant behaviors, man, because they are parts of a death culture that was birthed, in European society, man, throughout history. So homosexuality is a part of ancient European, it's a part of their religious system. It's a part of their culture. So it's definitely not something that I could ever condone or support. So I'm going to end it on that. I'm going to pass it around, let my brother Maurice speak.
Yes, sir. Thank you, big bro. That was very funny to watch. These people, when we stop and think about, I think at some point it was talked about feed the children, whereas we know that these crackers go out and they put African babies on the TV, and they say, oh, you know, they play the real sad music, and, you know, we're feeding the children, and, you know, your little donation, you know, 3 cents a day will help feed this person, it will help feed this person. You know, these type of commercials, and it's sitting out pointing a picture of what Africa is about. And they got to remember that these crackers are lying. They're lying. So, you know, they say that they get 3 cents on every dollar, according to one of the reports that went out. So if they collected $100, then the people in Africa only got $3. If they collected $1,000, then they only got $30. If they collected 100,000, then they only got $3,000. It's a ripoff, and our people need to be able to see. But when you're dealing with people like Talek, he can't see. He has no vision. He has no basic understanding of understanding what it is that you look like. I've said this before. I said that when we're looking at things, when we see, we don't see by the natural eye. We see things by the light of knowledge. So depending on the degree of knowledge that you have determines how you can see things. You may be in a car, but if you don't know nothing about driving stick and you ain't learned that, you ain't never know, you can see it because your mind can't comprehend it. Then you're not really understanding what you're seeing. And Talek mind cannot comprehend the real issues that we face as a people, so that makes him illegitimate as a leader. And the only thing that he can do is start bitterness and strife and put one person against another person. And that's the one thing about, if y'all go back to the video I did the other day, what the ignorant got wrong about the Million Man March, and go to the comment section and read the back and forth between Miss Life Lessons and Alquan. And she completely eviscerated that dude, 100%. I mean, just from pillar to post. And it's because they have no true vision, because they don't understand exactly what it is they're looking at. So when it comes to us who understand what we're looking at and provide a vision that provides a reality contrary to the reality that the enemy gives you, they look at us as the enemy. And that's why they say it is better for us to kill one another so that they don't have to worry about us. The rest of my mind.
Man, you know what? That was funny. CJ, you there? But man, you know what? I really have nothing else to say about this guy. I've said what I'm going to say. I done given him too much attention as it is, man. I don't think he can't lead nobody nowhere, and that's a fact. He don't want to be a part of anything. And he talks about everything he talk about is what he does. If you don't think exactly like me, them old pro-blacks, if you don't think exactly like them, they don't want you around. Well, if you don't think exactly like him and say you African, if you don't say you're a dark-skinned descendant of a slave born in America, then he don't want you around. He's a complete contradiction. But you know what? We, like I said before, we making moves, so I ain't even worried about him. We just have to continue to making our strides to do the things that we're going to do. And I give my mic.
And exactly. And but you know, it's just that y'all absolutely correct. It's just that we're just letting the people know that this is all this rhetoric is not going to be tolerated. You know what I mean? And about
exactly.
We can't. You know, this because it's like I want to know how far would these people go? Because one minute this dude is talking about people's wives, grandchildren, and now he's saying African people are savages. I want to know is he's willing to put his life on the line for this? That's what I want to know. If you really believe this stuff, you think you want to take it. You don't cross the line unless you willing to go all the way with it. So I want to know how far this dude or people like him is willing to is how far he's going to take it. I don't cross the line. I don't cross the line unless I'm willing to put my life on the line for it. You know what I mean? So when it comes, and this is dealing with your own people. He's not attacking the enemy. That's what I want to know. This dude's not attacking the enemy. He's not putting his life on the line, attacking the enemy. So that's the problem that I have. And you got a lot of people like him. This is the reason why he's getting this attention now. Okay? But I want to talk about something else, because he said he was a comedian. Right? He said he was a comedian. Well, who remembers Michael Richards? Anybody remember Michael Richards? Anybody in the chat remember Michael Richards from Seinfeld? Y'all know who he is.
What's his Seinfeld name? Is that Kramer?
Well, yeah, Kramer, but I think his name is Michael Richards, right? That's his name.
No, I only know him by his Seinfeld name.
Well, yeah, his real name is Michael Richards. That's his name. And remember he was on stand-up calling black people the N-word? He said because he was here, he said he heard some heckling, and he started putting out black people saying, "You're the nigger, you're the nigger, you're the nigger." I'm surprised no black person didn't get up there on stage and whip his ass. But he knew he could say that too. But he's supposed to be a comedian, right? So I'm gonna play you what Talik said. He said he was a comedian. Right? So I'm gonna screen share this. Let me screen share this. And listen to what he says.
I'm talking about these other men. They get on there and whatever. One day I want to be big and all that.
First of all, I'm an entertainer. I know how to tell jokes. I know how to write. I sing.
They're gonna copy your YouTube for that. They're gonna get you on that, bro.
I could do all that and be famous. I could go in that direction. It's still not too late.
So my thing is like this: if that's what you do, if you're a comedian or you're an entertainer, because you got down here entertainment, it's supposed to be entertainment, then why don't you crack some jokes that's funny? Why don't you get on stage and be a comedian? Or put a dress on. That's what you want to do, then you do that. That's what I want to know. But but see, you want to do another Michael Richards and start talking about black people using the N-word, saying that we're savages, and you think it's funny, you think it's a joke. It's not funny. It's not funny. So everybody know what happened to Michael Richards. You know what I'm saying? I think after that, people was through with him. He gonna make some excuse talking about, oh well, I heard some heckling, but then you gonna call every black person the N-word on stage. So he's not, he's like he said, he's an entertainer. That's what he does. He's not a intellectual speaker or motivated speaker or nothing like that. He said he's an entertainer. Now, I'm going to play you another video where he's with Cool Cutter, how he totally disrespected his man on air. When Cool Cutter said, look, I don't want to talk about these guys. Let's move on. Let's talk about something different. Let's talk about something important. He turns around and said, no, this is my program. Totally disrespect this man. How could you disrespect your own? That's supposed to be your man. How you disrespect your, And he's supposed to be your brother. So I'm gonna screen share this. Let me see this real quick. Okay. Now watch this. Watch she totally disrespect this man, Cool Cutter.
Me. No, that's what I meant, I would have said. What do it look like for me to attract a little girl, his grandchild or whatever? That doesn't make any sense. And I have nothing against biracial people at all. They are the ones that have a problem with biracial people. So why would I make mockery? Why would I call his granddaughter trash? It's just lies. Fabricated.
As a let's get off of this. Let's get off. Now, Greg, let's get off of this, brother. Let's get off. I understand that you say Bakari is a strong pro-black guy, but let's please just get off, brother. Let's come on. Let's keep our composure. Let's keep our spirit. And you know, as you know me, without this stuff. If you may, I can't tell you this is your platform or without you. Let's if you may, let's talk about something.
Well, this is my subject. My subject is these incompetent pro-black deceivers, these liars. That's what they are. And the reason why we're here today is because
see, and even the brother, even Kuka said, look, let's get off of this. Let's talk about something else. You know? But he said, because this is my program, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about these guys. You know, and then after this video, he made another video talking about us. And he made a couple of other videos talking about us. We don't talk about this dude. We don't do back-to-back videos about this dude. And he crossed the line. The brother said, let's talk about something else. So he don't even have respect for his own brother. He don't. He only cares about himself. This is his show. He wants to talk about it. So my question is, why did you bring Cool Cutter on your panel? Why would you bring him on your panel? You know? And because he knew Cool Cutter said, yo, you still talking about people's grandchildren, people's wives. I don't want to be here caught up with this. And you could tell it was very sensitive to Cool Cutter. You could tell it was very sensitive. But you know, that's why if you notice in further the show, Cool Cutter didn't say nothing. He just kept quiet. He didn't want to be part of it. And eventually he just took himself off the panel. So you know, I just wanted to share that because you know, this guy has he's on a mission. People like that is on a mission. Let me see if I want to see something there. Okay, this guy's like that on a mission. Okay, and I want to screen share something here where let me screen share this real quick because I want to screen share this because somebody gets on a panel and they kind of, you know, you could tell they trying to get Cool Cutter. Somebody named Timmy, and says, I'm getting the feeling that Cool Cutter is not down with the host. It seems to me he's down with the other side. I guess he's talking about us. So somebody's definitely co-signing this. Co-signing this madness. You know, because Cool Cutter, he's actually defending us and letting this guy know that, look, I don't want to be part of what you're about. You know, if you want to start building and start organizing, let's talk about that. It's more important than just keep bashing on these brothers. Then almost every day. And now he's getting fans. This person named Tim, I don't know who this person is. And this agent coming on there saying, I'm getting the feeling that Cool Cutter is not down with the host. It seems like to me he's down. No. You know, he's just Cool Cutter just saying, look, what you're saying, telling this nut that, hey, what you're saying is bullshit. What you're doing is bullshit and it's wrong. So what is your thoughts on that, brothers?
Okay. I'll go first. Well, first of all, to cover the entertainment side, I no longer subscribe to Black conscious entertainment. I mean, if it's something uplifting, like you say, motivational speaking, you know, history teaching, things like that, that there is a real application, you know, for real world usage. That type of information is very informative. So I still listen to it. But when it just comes to just conscious entertainment, like beefing back and forth over irrelevant topics, no, I no longer subscribe to that stuff because it's all just a con game. It's part of the conscious con game to try to swindle you out of, you know, some money out of your wallet. Now, when it comes to the second point, beefs, I tried to tell the bro Talik, man, to just let the beef go.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did. I wanted to build, you know, with my brother Maurice. Like my brother Maurice came to me one day, I think through Bakari or something like that, and spoke to me very humbly, came to me very humbly and respectfully. I'm like, at least I can do is return the favor, because for one, if I'm claiming to stand for Pan-Africanism, the unification amongst all Black people throughout the, you know, globe, then I have to, you know, I have to be a man of my word. I have to be a man of my word, and that's truly what I represent. So I never wanted any type of problems with Brother Maurice. I never wanted Brother Maurice and Brother Talik to be at odds. But unfortunately, you know, they had to go their separate way because they could just not come to common ground. But I tried to tell the bro Talik, man, to just stay out of the beef. Like, just leave it alone. Just let Brother Maurice go his way and do his thing, and you go your way and do yours. But I don't know, you know, when you got beef boiling, you know, hot up in the kettle, man, sometimes it's hard to, you know, put the flames out. So at this point, only thing I could suggest to the bro is, man, just let it go, man. Focus on your plan. Focus on whatever it is that you do best for the people. I mean, Talik is very talented, but he's just letting this beef, man, just get the best of him and pull him down, you know? Now, when it comes to the comment made by Timmy Mango, I'm just joking, Timmy Mangalo or whatever his name was. Yeah, I was on the panel. No, I wasn't on that panel. Yeah, no. But I watched the live stream. Now, the way I got to look at it, and I have to be a just man. I'm on the side of truth. I'm on the side of what's right, not wrong. So if, you know, the brother Cool Cutter felt that the position that he was taking was the position that was defending truth and justice, then I take my hat off to this man for being man enough to stand up and defend his position. You know, regardless sometimes of who may be right and wrong, sometimes it's just best to just move on, not get in the middle of it, try to put the fire out instead of adding fuel to it.
Right.
So I think that's the intentions Cool Cutter had, was to try to kindle the fire, like saying, hey, stop getting caught up in the middle of this. You know, bro, you are very talented, man. Just focus on your talents. You know, focus on what you have to offer and benefit the people in the struggle. You know, that's the way I got to look at it, man. So I think at this point, we just need to just reevaluate. Well, I would, you know, tell my bro, man, just reevaluate, because, you know, you didn't begin like this, man. And I know you and Maurice, even me and Talik, man, don't see eye to eye when it comes to every situation. No two men are going to agree 1,000% of the time, you know. But if we could just focus more on a goal of, you know, nationalism, or just a goal of justice, of bringing justice to Black people, man, I think that's what we need to be focusing more on, instead of, you know, our differences. I yield the mic.
You know, one thing that's very telling, we got to figure out, or, you know, really just listen and see what is his mission, what is his motive for doing what it is that he do. And he said it in the video very clearly. You know, his goal, his mission is to make sure I fail, that I'm taken away, whether I'm killed or whether I'm thrown in jail, so that my work will die.
He did say that.
So that it will not be successful. I mean, this is what he said before the world. So he makes no mistake about it. Now, I don't take that lightly, because my work is important. Our work is very important. So I don't take it lightly at all. And I think we would be foolish if we did. We have to realize that, you know, we do have these people who are jealous and envious and would love to see us fall, would love to, you know, be able to say that I helped stop that nigga. You know, they would love that. And so we have to be able to defend the truth. We have to be able to defend the truth. I work very hard, doing what I do for the love of our people, and knowing that we have a future ahead of us. And so, you know, we're not going to stop what we do. We're not going to stop it whatsoever. As I told the Aboriginal dude in the email, that, you know, I don't have no time for you. It doesn't benefit me to debate you. Only thing, by me debating you would give you credibility that you don't deserve. So I'm not going to give you that. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate the way Talik has decided to behave. It really is. And for him, you know, he better pray that we just never see each other face to face. Never see each other face to face. As many of the videos and stuff he do about me, and have my picture here and have my picture there, and I don't do the return. I don't throw up a video with his picture and I keep on about my work. And that's where we are. But I don't want people to make a mistake. I don't want them to make a mistake and think that, you know, we are some pushover people, because that would be a deadly mistake. Sincerely, that would be a deadly mistake. I don't want to debate Black people. Bring me the cracker, goddammit.
That's right.
That's who I want to go after. Bring me the goddamn cracker and let me crack that motherfucker's head wide open. That's what I want to fight.
Exactly.
Don't bring me the goddamn minion. Bring me the cracker. That's where we at. That's where we at. I rest my mind.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I'm like, you know, y'all know how I am. I don't get caught up. I try not to get caught up in that. Even that video I did about Talik, when he said what he said about my grandbabies, I took that video down. You know, if that's what he want to be, that's what he's gonna be. I figure if I don't give him no attention, he'll just eventually just leave it alone. But even if you hear the dude Cuckoo Cutter, if you listen to what Cuckoo Cutter was trying to say, what he said was, if you listen to that again, see, man, let's just leave it alone, man. I have grandchildren too.
You did say that. Yep.
Let him know you was wrong for what you said. He was wrong. He know he wrong, but he's getting the response that he wants. So I took the video down because I don't want to give him nothing. You know, I've tried on several occasions, at least 3, to try no more beef for Talik. I invited him to the show. I invited him on the panel. I wanted him to be a part or whatever. Because to me, all this going back and forth and the stuff that he's doing and what he said about Maurice on his work, that's absolutely crazy. He talked about his wife, talked about my grandkids. There is a time where you can't go too far, right? You can go too far with the things that you say. But, you know, he's on YouTube, so he feel he can go that far, and ain't nobody going to ever see him no way. Don't know where he live. He don't.
That's not true. we already talked about that.
Oh, well,
he put his address out there.
Well, you know, if he put his address out there, you know, and people know where he live, but I don't know where he live. I ain't trying to see him. You know, I ain't got no, you know. And the thing about it is, I ain't even mad with Talik. That's just the honest truth. Man, I got bigger fish to fry. We have bigger fish to fry. We have things that we have to do. You know, like I just put in the chat on the 29th of this month, me and my homeboy, we taking at least 15 kids to the African American Museum of History in Montgomery, Alabama. I ain't thinking about Talik. I got things that I have to do. So he's nothing to me. He's nothing to me. So I'll just hear the mic on that.
Now I feel you, but like I said, it's just that, you know, we could turn around and just turn. Look, we don't believe in turning the other cheek. Okay, we don't believe in that. You know, you heard this man literally threaten Maurice. You heard him. So we as brothers, we got to protect our brother, plain and simple. And because he might not do anything, but because he's inspiring people, somebody else might harm my brother. And I cannot allow that. He admitted on air that he caused a feud between me and my brother. He thought we were going to kill each other. He said this. He said he didn't care what I said. He didn't care that he started it. Because he wasn't man enough to challenge Brother Maurice head on. So he used me to do it. But see, the jokes was on him.
That's right.
What did I say, Maurice? What did I say? I said, I don't hate Maurice. I said, I said, if the enemy attacked Maurice, and this was during the feud, I said, I would protect my brother.
That's what you said. That is what you said. That's right.
So I had to, because I knew the enemy was watching, and I knew the minions was excited. Oh, I know God, I'm gonna make another video about Maurice Muhammad. But it was information. It was an informational battle. There wasn't no street, because I didn't want to do no street shit. I didn't want to get into that. I said, okay, we're gonna battle. Let's battle over information. Because somebody gotta be right, somebody gotta be wrong. And it was cool. Nobody got hurt. Like I said, what's the difference between breakdancing battle or rap battle and information battle? We do it all the time. But people was like, oh my God, you know, who's gonna make the first kill? No, Pan-African people, we don't do that. Sorry to burst your bubble. So I had to make that very clear to the enemy, because black people could be enemies too. And as you can see, I proved it, that Talik could be the enemy. He could be
most definitely.
You know, because you do have graham crackers as well too. You got crackers and you got graham crackers. Okay?
Right.
So We can't turn the other cheek. I don't believe in that Jesus Christ turn the other cheek. This has to be addressed. Because I want to know how far this man was willing to go. We don't cross the line. We say what we got to say, and that's it. Now I'm going to show my last thing, then we're going to move on to the GMS bastards. So I'm going to screen share another video when he meets Umar Johnson. He meets Umar Johnson. I'm going to screen share this real quick. This is the same dude, and remind you, it's the same dude that he makes jokes about Umar Johnson. He hates Umar Johnson. But watch, I'm gonna show you the groupie, the group mentality, the groupie mentality that he does. This one. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, this has got to be this one. Here we go. Now Umar Johnson, he looking at him like, yo, who's this old dude creeping up on me like this? And he didn't know this dude from Abba. But look how he's acting like a groupie when he meets Umar Johnson. And then he badmouth this dude now.
I'm your brother. My name is Seven. I'm here at the celebration of Dr. Ray. I'm seeking Dr. Hagen.
Look at her. He said, I'm so speechless. Oh my God. Oh, I made Umar Johnson. Like he's like a woman. He's like a woman with a dress. He's so excited of Umar Johnson.
I'm here with Dr. Umar Johnson. Just heard him speak. And as you know, Brother H707 always looking for black unity and that.
Wait a minute. He's looking for black unity? But I thought he wasn't into the blackity black stuff. Whoa, wait a minute. What happened? You looking for black unity? But remember, he's not into the blackity black. And remind you, Umar Johnson is what? He's the Pan-African. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. Peace and love, brothers and sisters out there in the internet world. Dr. Umar Johnson, Prince of Pan-Africanism, here in St. Louis, Missouri, celebrating my big brother. Pastor Dr. Ray Hagen, 15 years of doing it big, was the African dealer, so we came out today to show love to him, whole congregation.
Now he's talking about Africa. He's the Prince of Pan-Africa, and you can hear him. You can hear Talik, chairman on. He's rooting for him. But wait a minute, I thought he wasn't into the blackity black. I thought he hated Pan-Africans. What happened?
A lot of good people out here in St. Louis, so it's just been a lot of love. I'm just trying to spread that good gospel of Garveyism, Pan-Africanism. We're going to keep on doing it till wheels fall off. It cops a new book.
Thank you very much, Umar.
I'm Derek.
Now there you go. There you have it. Now I want to address this, and let me. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna address something else. I'm gonna show you another screen share about the Nation of Islam, because he was in the Nation of Islam, right? And then I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and then I'm gonna get my closing. Close it out with him, and then I'm gonna move on to that. But I'm gonna show you about the Nation of Islam. When just gonna screen share this real quick, because I'm gonna put all this together. I'm putting all this together. Now, as you can see, this is the Nation of Islam, right? Now, if you read here, it says the Nation of Islam is an African-American political and religious movement. But let's look at the African-American political. It did not say Aboriginal American. It did not say admixture. Because according to Talik, we are neither Aboriginal, we neither African. we're an admixture, right? And if you look down here, it says the organization is promoting black superiority over whites. Now, he was in this organization for 10 years, according to him. So wait a minute, you want to control Mississippi? Ain't that showing black superiority over whites? You want to control Mississippi? You want to be over white people? Right? So you was in the organization only for African people, specifically in the United States. Right? I would say we're not Americans, like Malcolm X when he was in the nation. He said we're not Americans. We're African people. And he was talking about how Plymouth Rock, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on us. So we are African people. Okay? So he was in the nation. Right? So here's a man. Let me get out of here. Here's a man that continues meeting all these Pan-African people. He met Sarah Seti. As you can see, he met Umar Johnson. He's grinning. He's grinning. Like, oh my God, I can't believe the Prince of Pan-African. He was on our panels, Pan-African panels. But he says that he made us. How you made us? He didn't make us. We made him. So right. So he's surrounded by Pan-African people. And then he's gonna turn around and say Pan-Africans didn't do nothing for him. He wouldn't even been, let me tell you something, he wouldn't even be alive if it wasn't for Pan-Africans. He wouldn't even be alive. As many uprisings that black people eat, all these plantations that have been burned down, and if you look into the history of how all the enslaved Africans that uprise, burn down plantations, kill white folks from North America, South America, Central America. So we fought for our freedom, and we're still fighting. We're still fighting. Pan-Africans doing that. Not Aboriginals. We never called ourselves no Aboriginals. Aboriginals is from Australia. We're not Australians. And we damn sure ain't no admixture. We're not part this and part that, which I already showed that you could tell that you can see the West African in this dude. So my question is why he's meeting all these Pan-African brothers if you claim that you hate Pan-African and you doing the Sniffy, what's his name, Sniffy Johnson, him look like he's sniffing coke, trying to make mockery. That shit wasn't funny. But you sitting there grinning and being a fan and being a groupie. So Pan-Africans made him. And now you're gonna shit on us? You're gonna shit on us now? So I had to address that because it's bad. And I want to say this. And I'm gonna let y'all speak on it. We're gonna move on. Talik, why don't you, since you see, and this is something that he never talked about. He missed the fact when I was on the panel. I said, well, I learned a lot when you talked about trucks. You notice he didn't talk about that part. So my thing is this, he has some experience about trucks. He can start his own trucking school. You could teach your people younger, maybe in their 20s, could teach them how to start a trucking school, be an entrepreneur, Matter of fact, you could start your own trucking business. You got brother Cool Cutter, you could put Cool Cutter on your team. You could got brother Bakari. Hell, if you start your own trucking, I'll be your first student. I like to learn. But he's not doing that. And if you want to apply it to your Mississippi campaign, then you could do that too. Because at least I know, okay, you're doing something. You know what I'm saying? But he's not doing that. He didn't, you know, he's not doing that. He has talent. He's a truck driver. You know? And that he should have been more focused on something productive than being destructive. You know? And I said, that's your point. See, and to me, if you want to make a difference, then do that. Then do that. You know? Because let me tell you this. Because when you get into the politics of it, you got to come there with money. Nobody ain't gonna fuck with you if you don't have no money. You talking about you want to control a state. You know, you want to be a mayor or any type of campaign that you're doing, you know, you got to come with some money. You know, all these people who's campaigning, they got money. They're not coming there broke. But if he started having his own trucking school, teaching the youth, you know, our youth, or starting a trucking company, then he can go and go to Mississippi and say, look, I want to run for this office. You could talk to the big boys, because now you got money coming. You got money that's working for you instead of you working for money. You know, and we got all this, and see, he got a talent he's not using, and this but now you want to drive you want to drive the enemy's truck and make him money. And then you want to bash us? And then he keeps saying that he's an elder. Elders don't act like that. And like Brother Bakari said, he's not even a senior citizen. He's not even collecting a retirement check. He's not collecting Social Security. So how the hell are you going to say that you're an elder? But you sounding like a damn child that has no education. So, you know, but you see how but he gives his money out. He put his money into the wrong hands. He wants to, and I don't have no problem, excuse me, of helping people out. I have no problem with that. But number one, he has no family. He's supposed to have family in Mississippi he don't want to see, or that, well, maybe they don't want to see him. Also, too, he had a wife that he couldn't keep. So he has no responsibility. He has too much time on his hands. So I'm giving him an idea. The idea is start a trucking school for the youth. I'm giving you an idea, Talik, if you're watching. Start a trucking company. You can do it. I'm giving you an idea that will work. So I just had to, you know, and then like I said, you with that type of power, then you can talk, then you could go up to the big boys. Remember, he said it was all or nothing. But you need some economic power. You need some economic power. But you know, you want to give $1,000 to this person, and they don't need your money. They don't need your money. He gave Rashida $1,000 for her dark-skinned activist for I don't know, for whatever that was. I don't know what she need that money, but he gave her over $1,000. Just wasting money. But he didn't want to give my brother Maurice. He could use that money because Maurice is actually doing something. You know?
Sure can.
So I just want to just throw it out there. Tell me your thoughts about what I said or what I presented, and then we'll go and talk about the GMS.
Okay, I will begin with my closing statements regarding the first half of this presentation. Man, it just seems sometimes I just want to give up when it comes to this YouTube and social media thing. Like, I would never give up the fight in the streets for Black people's liberation, man. But see what we have now. We got all of these coons, like all these Negroes sent to cause disunity and infighting, acting the same as undercover CIA operatives. So it's like, really, at the end of the day, this social media seems to do more harm than it does good, because you got all of these people hiding behind these profile pictures. Half of them, we don't even really know who they are. We don't know what they represent, in the real life. So for all we know, these people could be sent directly just to provoke infighting amongst us.
That's right.
But this goes back to the topic of discussion, is crossing the line. And there's a thin line that none of us need to cross. Seriously. Like, I'm big enough to understand. I'm big enough to understand that you can't change everybody's perception. I let people just live in their own world. Like, if you're against Pan-Africanism, if you don't want to fight the pro-Black fight, hey, so be it. Just stay the hell out of my way. But I'm not going to allow you to come up in my face and influence me. That's where I draw the line. And there's too many, agent provocateurs, coons, FBI agents. There's probably a couple of them listening in right now. Going to, press a clock, working a 9 to 5 for, some damn white man that they claim to be against. So all the feel-good rhetoric, and yes, indeed, I did get that from the bro Talik, because it's something that is, so true. Like, all this feel-good rhetoric, man, I'm done with that, man. Like, seriously. So let me just pass the microphone, man. I have nothing else to say when it comes to this.
Yes, sir. That was some good information, and I think that knowing what we have to do is very key. And it's not just talent. And one thing that Brother African Supremacy just said, and I heard somebody else say that just the other day, with social media and the negative feedback that comes from what some people do on social media, it makes it hard. It makes it hard for you to do what you're trying to do and try to, stay above the fray. And there is a lot of people that just say, "What the hell with it," and I'm not going to do this. I'm going to just, focus on that. But just look at it like this. When we all decided to, be for our people and to help free the minds of our people, know and believe that you decided to challenge the most powerful evil force on this planet. You chose to make a stand. And during that process of making that stand, you're going to come up against all type of evil, all type of naysayers that want to break your spirit. They want to break your spirit because you are the hope of people. I mean, think about it. Dr. Khaled, he inspired many, many people. But if he wasn't the man that he was supposed to be during that time, then those people who came to life because of what he said out of his mouth and the actions that he did, they will still be asleep today. Right? They will still be asleep today. So Brother Khaled had to go through a lot of trials, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of hard things, but he had to stay on point. So Brother Khaled, so to speak, had to carry the cross. And just as Jesus was carrying the cross and was walking down and going down the street and they were throwing things at him, that's you. That's me. As we're walking down the street and we're carrying that cross, and the cross that we're carrying is the cross of Pan-Africanism. Mm-hmm. The cross that we're carrying is the cross of Black First. The cross that we're carrying says that we're here to destroy our enemy and deliver our people. So you become the hated. Mm-hmm. You become the hated because you have decided to be the savior of our people. So when it gets tough, when it gets rough, that's when you make sure you pick up the phone and you call your brother and you say, brother, I need some help.
Right, right.
I need some help because my fire seems to be getting low. And then that's when your brother can set that fire and set it higher, because you are the saviors of our people. They need you, they need us, and we need each other. Mm-hmm. We need each other. And that's what we have to rely on, because again, we've decided to fight the most wickedest people on this planet for the freedom of our people. So, excellent program. I'm looking forward to the second part, and I'll rest my mic.
Yeah, you know what? I have nothing else to say. I just passed the mic because I have nothing else to say about that guy. I said what I'm going to say. We've said what we're going to say. We know where we stand. So I have nothing else to say about him. I passed the mic.
All right. All right. Well, okay. So we definitely going to let's talk about this GMS, these Israelites people, right? So, all right, let's do this. I'm gonna screen share this because these GMS, these supposed to be what you call the elders, right? Calling themselves the elders. Now these are supposed to be the original. They've been around since the late 60s or something like that. But according to them, according to their Bible, they said it was okay for to rape children. So we to rape little girls, to take them and snatch them and rape them. This is what they said. So I'm going to play you this video, and let me just screen share this real quick. All right. All right, so it's only 2 minutes, you know, but just listen to what they listen to the rhetoric that they say.
Now, what if someone is overwhelmed by the Spirit of the Most High God, and he reads your scripture and he take your daughter and he just raped your daughter? What do you say to that? If he lived like you live, walk like you walk, talk like you talk. Because y'all live amongst each other. Yeah. Y'all live amongst each other. So what happens when one of y'all feels so overwhelmed by the Spirit of God that when you see one of each other's daughters, you just grab her up? You gonna tell one of these brothers here, come on, you know the doctrine. You know how we get when you get. Well, answer it. We just told you that how would y'all respond? This time, But if it did happen, you would allow it to happen. What? Because you go back to the scriptures. You're supposed to be a brother. Hold on. You're going to allow one of your brothers to rape your daughter. You say rape? I said, rape simply means to grab. No. We talking about now. We read the verse. No, if someone was in the kingdom of heaven, when the kingdom is established, we're gonna get women when they 12 years old. Right. All right. Say it again. As soon as they start in the kingdom of heaven, when their period starts, that's when they become a woman. Okay. All right. So we're gonna deal with them when their period starts. Right. When their monthly starts. Have sex with them. Have babies, man. With 12-year-olds. Brother, there's in the kingdom, we're gonna do that, man. We're gonna get them young. We're gonna get them young. And the kingdom is the kingdom is right here. But the Most Most High is going to establish the kingdom, right? No, look up in Google women that were pregnant under the age of 12. I got 9-year-old women that were pregnant. You got 11-year-old that were pregnant. As soon as they get their period, they become a woman. When did Eve become a woman? When did Eve become a woman according to the Bible? When did Eve become a woman? At what age did she become a woman according to the Bible? It doesn't tell you whenever she got a period. The same thing with Mary. I got right here. I got you. Hold on. 12 years old. The elder got the answer. 12 years old. Hold up. The elder got the answer. Okay. This is how old Eve was? Yeah. No, not Eve, but just in general as far as the woman created for the brother acts. I think that's a good question. We'll answer that. First.
All right, so I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop right there, and it just shows you. And then you want to know why you hear kids, especially the kids, our babies are being snatched up and not seen again. It's because of rhetoric of how they pushing this. We gotta be, people gotta realize you gotta be careful what you say, especially on social media, because people will actually do it. Now they said it was okay to rape children at the age of 9, between 9, wherever a child get their period at a young age. These are babies. I mean, they talking about raping children. Crossing the line. And them dudes should have got punched in the face for that. They should have got punched in the face. All because what some Bible says. So just imagine. So I'm thinking in my mind, you can't bring these people around your children. These are pedophiles. These are pedophiles. What is your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll go first once again. Yeah, to the old red fox looking ass nigga, the fat red fox looking ass Negro, man. I mean, I could just see the pervert, in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of this because of a Bible. Like, does he understand that? Well, I mean, of course he doesn't understand, because mentally he is still enslaved. Like, he has slave shackles chained from, his brain to this book that is telling him it's okay for old men to sleep with little girls. But it just, for one, I agree 1000% with what my brother Guy Nollywood said, man. I mean, both of those dudes and anybody else that believes in that type of rhetoric needs to be punched right in the fucking face.
Mm-hmm.
This dude should be, on a labeled as a sex offender. Seriously, man, we got to keep people like this away from our kids.
Mm-hmm.
And what I don't understand, why are people like this being accepted? This man shouldn't even have a platform to speak.
Exactly.
Why the hell? What's the purpose of Sinetta putting this man before the world to see? We know how big Sinetta's platform is. Like, this is almost condoning this behavior. Like, why the hell? I mean, for hundreds, thousands watch Sinetta TV. All right. So we are giving a pedophile a platform for thousands of people for him to influence. This is unacceptable. And he has definitely crossed the line. I yield the mic.
It's very troubling, first of all, to hear what was said. One, to hear him say that, if it was a brother, then, like it was okay for your brother to rape your daughter. Then another thing, to put it on the lie and say that the Bible says that it's okay to rape your daughter or to rape a woman, when I know different. I mean, you go to Deuteronomy 22:28 or 22:25 through 28, And hold on, I'm gonna pull that up real quick. And it doesn't what they came out with is not what the Bible says. It says, but if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lie with her shall die. It says shall die. Again, the man shall die. There's no such thing as you can rape a woman and get the hell away with it. Ain't no fucking way. I don't know where they get that from. I don't know where they get that from, but the punishment for that is death. Now, if the woman, there's another part in there where it says, if the woman is betrothed to be with somebody else and the man come with her and lay with her, okay, then it says take them both outside the city. And it said, and kill them both. It said kill the woman because she didn't cry out for help. She didn't say, hey, help me, this nigga's trying to rape me. She just laid there and said, come on, get it. Okay, she put no fight up whatsoever. Then it says you kill her because she was supposed to defend herself. But she refused to do that. She refused to defend the life that God gave her and allow some bastard to take what he wanted. So both of them has to suffer death. See, we got this shit all confused. God gave you a life. He does not want you to just let some devil take from you. Hell no. No. It's your mandate to defend the life that God gave you, because you only get one. You only get one. So them lying niggas need their fucking tongues cut out their mouth.
I agree.
That's pathetic. And I don't even know how a woman would even want to be with them. That you would let some nasty ass nigga rape your daughter and you say, well, he's a brother? He's a brother? Because he rapes your daughter? The fuck shit is that? Ain't no goddamn way. I tell you one thing, come after my goddamn daughters. God damn it, I'll kill every last one of them motherfuckers.
Same here. Same here.
Our women are sacred. Our women are sacred. And it's that kind of bullshit that these niggas be popping off their mouth that puts all black women in danger. It puts all of them in danger because people will see that bullshit and say, it's okay.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yep.
I know it's okay because I seen it on the internet. Because I seen this guy say it. Bullshit. Bullshit. I tell you one thing, you better learn. You better learn, because we'll kill your ass today. God damn it. I rest my mic. Go ahead, Brother Bakari. I rest my mic.
Brother Bakari, you there? Probably stepped away. Yeah, so yeah, it's very disturbing. It was very disturbing how they get on put that in the atmosphere, and you hear all these and you know, and people, and you know, I don't, like I said, you start hearing a lot of young black girls are being snatched and never seen again, and probably use them as sex slaves or whatever the case is, you know, because that type of rhetoric, and they putting that stuff in the atmosphere. So it's okay to snatch a girl. Rape means take, and it's okay to snatch a 12-year-old girl. I mean, just think of the madness of that. These are black men saying this. You know, same thing now the Europeans, how the enemy used to do our little girls and snatch them and do what they want to them. And you got black people are mimicking They're oppressors.
Mm-hmm.
We can't have this. And when is enough is going enough? But we supposed to sit back and supposed to ignore this shit? We supposed to sit back and ignore it, right?
No, sir.
Oh, we would just talk about, let's talk about growth and prosperity. No, we're not doing that. We're going to address these punks.
That's right.
I'm sorry. We're going to address these punks. Okay? So enough is enough. I don't believe it. Turn another cheek, because these people is going to come in. They're not going to do that to the enemy. They're going to do it to our children. That's what they're going to do. See, people ain't thinking. People just want to just walk away and just pretend it don't exist. Well, you're a damn fool if you think that.
That's right.
Get out my face with that turn another cheek nonsense. Because this program, we have to address this fuckery because it's affecting our people. Don't you understand that? The people, I'm talking about the people who want to just walk away and talk about something else, but you got these people that's on a mission that want to destroy the progress of black people. They just want to destroy it. Because you got like Talik said, he's loved being a slave. That's what slaves do. So we can't walk away from this. So if y'all don't think, so people that think this is not important to them, or you think it's old, or whatever the case is, then go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Because this is not old to me. This is not old to me. Because I'm just showing you how you got a certain Negro peers out here that's on a mission to destroy their own. They're not out there harming the white man's children. They're not hurting the white man because they know they know what's going to happen to them if they try to do it. So you're talking about these are cowards. These are scared punks. So I have to address that to show the people that these people is encouraging raping children. You already got the NABLA Association because they think the NABLA Association with white people are doing love boys, love taking young boys. No, we can't have that. We can't have that because they're going to do it to the wrong person, and that's that. They're going to be in the morgue. They're going to be in the morgue. I don't play that, and for them to be okay with that and think it's cool, and they're going to say, well, that's my brother and it's okay. No, it's not okay. They got to be frightened as a little girl having some grown man grabbing them and no, hell no. I'm sorry. But I'm going to show you another clip how one of those GMS, he loves white women, and he's going to say that the black woman or the African woman is not attractive. You want the white man's woman. And I'm going to show you a picture of his girlfriend. So these people, these GMS, they love white folks. They're not about, see, that's that old Moorish bullshit. See how the Israelites and the Moors, they go hand in hand? Because anybody's a Moor, that's a religious organization. That's religion. The word Moor is an English word that they used to call African people as a derogatory word. They call African people saying they stupid and dumb and that's where the word moron came from. It's an old English word that they used to call African people. It's like saying the N-word. And you got Negroes talking about they are Moors. So now I'm going to show you another clip. And you're going to hear the ones with the raspy voice. And you're going to hear him talking about, you know, I don't want to take the African woman. They're not attractive. Let me see this. Here we go. Black woman is not attractive. Okay. Okay. So y'all see this? Okay, I'm gonna play this video. Listen to what he says.
Our women were spoiled. Okay, and that's an ancient law. When you take over another nation, you whatever belongs.
So according to him, he said because white people had done so much to our sisters, they're spoiled. They're no good. So his mission is, well, we're going to take the white man's woman and we're going to cherish their woman. But then he turns around and said, well, so I think Sadat said, well, why don't you just do that to Africa? Since you hate African people, why don't you just kill the men and take the sisters? According to your logic, he said, oh, no, I don't want to do that because they're not attractive. The black woman is not attractive.
Belongs to them, your woman is your possession.
But why would you want to have sex with a savage, though?
Hey, the white man.
If we was to catch the Africans, would you want to fuck their women too?
No, I wouldn't.
Right then.
No, I wouldn't.
That's what I'm talking about.
Africans don't look good.
Savage.
He said Africans don't look good. You heard what this nigga was saying? He said Africans don't look good. That's that. So we don't look good.
But they don't look good. Some of these white women do be looking good.
Some of these white women will be looking good.
I'm telling you straight.
All right.
I'm keeping it real with you, brother.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man. If you can Google it, you got some fine-looking white women. And that's also, too, because a lot of mixture. Okay, well, the Italians, well, you know the history on the Italians and the Sicilians, right?
Majority of them,
their line goes back to black.
Yeah, they niggas.
Yeah, you know, my man.
The Irish, too.
Hold on.
Scottish.
And we can prove on that because even Eddie Murphy, all the comedians always brought that up. Yep. Eddie Murphy, when he did Raw, he said, you Italians, you act like niggas, and they do. That was an observation.
Yep.
So let's look at his girlfriend. You heard him, right? So he loves white women. So let's look at his girlfriend. He got a girlfriend, or he got a wife. So let's look at his wife. All right, let's look at his wife. Let's see how his wife look. Let's see how his wife look. Now that's him. That's him and Becky. That's him and Becky. Wow. Look how ugly she is. Look how ugly. That look like she like a man. That's what he's with. And this is what they're promoting. He's saying that our women are ugly and they don't look good. Putting that in the atmosphere. Encouraging black men to get with that. Okay? These what these Moors, these Israelites, this is what they're into. Okay? So this is him, and that's his ugly ass Neanderthal chick. You see, the hair is and my question is, why do any black woman want to pop that type of hair on their head? That hair carry lice. So when you see these celebrities like Beyonce got that type of hair on their hair, that hair carry lice. And trust me, even the weave and the wigs, that type of texture of the hair carry lice too. That shit don't look good. And matter of fact, that shit smells when it gets wet.
That's right.
That shit that hair stinks. So we got to encourage our sisters not to wear that type of shit on their hair. I don't care what they're into. Wear your crown that you was born with. So I want to show that. This is what we up against. This is what we up against. So there's no, oh well, we just go and talk about, and this is old, and no, we're gonna address this, and then we're gonna move forward. In order to move 2 steps forward, we got to move 1 step back. We're gonna address this, and those that don't like to address it, to me, those are the cowards. Those are the cowards.
That's right.
We're warriors, damn it. We're not punks.
That's right.
We don't run. So don't come on this platform and say, oh well, this is old. We got to move forward, and we can't talk about this, and it's no. We don't play that here. We don't play that here, because you got these Negroes that's crossing the line. And when I want to know how far, when are they going to take? Because people are listening to them. You got to understand that people are listening to them, and they doing the work. They might not want to do it, and that's the scary part about it. That's the scary part about it. And these guys in the streets talking this, saying it's okay to rape little girls. It's okay. The black woman is not attractive. The idiot said that Africans are savage as people. You talking about moving forward, and you got people like this talking this? We're on the war.
That's right.
And anybody don't want to address this, they're cowards to me. They're cowards. So you're gonna be down with me. You're gonna fight with me, or get the fuck out.
That's right.
God damn it. This is in my blood.
Yes.
And like I said, I don't run for nothing. So we gotta protect that, because we're like, now, this is a time we gotta really protect our children. We gotta protect the character of our people. We're not ugly people. And I showed you the difference between the black, I don't know what they are, the Aboriginals from there, and to the African people. We're people in Africa, we're beautiful people. We are beautiful people. Our sisters are beautiful.
That's right.
Doesn't matter how young, to the young to the old. I might see some beautiful older women. Look at Cicely Tyson. Look at Tina Turner. Look at these women. They getting older gracefully, and they still look good. But when these white women when they hit 30, they already look like they're damn near 60.
That's right.
So we gotta defend our dignity, man. We gotta defend that, because they pushing that. They speaking to the whole world. The whole world is looking at them. I just want to just throw that out there. What is your thoughts?
Man, it angered me from the beginning to even have to listen to that foolery. I mean, it was just complete ignorance, what I just listened to, what I just witnessed. I mean, what in the hell is this nigga talking about? I would never look at some nigga like that as being my people at all. No, I am not your brother. You're the enemy. You don't cross the line. Just like what Brother Guy Nollywood was saying, man, it's a thin line that we're going to draw on the battlefield. Once you cross it, off with your head. These interracial, these race mixes, they're using the Bible. They're using the Bible to disrespect the continent of Africa. Talking about, man, these niggas, these corner store street scholars / street hustlers using the damn Bible, hiding behind a book to defend laying up with some damn stinking lice-infected ass damn dog.
Mm.
You know?
Go ahead.
So, man, at the end of the day, I just don't understand how are these people still allowed to talk freely. Man, it's going to take the warriors, and that's why I agree 100% with what my brother Guy is saying, man. We got to call this type of degeneracy out.
I agree.
This type of shit got to be called out. It has to be addressed. I don't give a goddamn how many videos we got to make.
Exactly.
Shit, we're going to keep on talking about this. And if these niggas got a problem, they can come see us personally.
That's right.
I agree. That's
man,
right. That's
back
right.
to the old Fred Sanford and Son looking ass nigga. Yo, you come anywhere up in this city and try to rape one of my 13-year-old cousins, man, your ass will not be found. Trust and believe that. And we got 1 million more black men that feel the exact same, that's willing to die for what they believe in. When it comes to that, when it comes to our young sisters, nigga, we will fucking skin you alive and pull your goddamn wig off of your damn scalp. And I mean that shit.
Real talk. Real
you
talk.
know, and not give a damn about a cracker handcuff, a goddamn judge's gavel, or a prison cell.
Exactly.
You know? So these perverts, man, we gotta watch these people infected with this Europeanism. These people that's infected with this Greco-Roman lifestyle. You know, pedophilia, same-sex marriage. I mean, that's Greco-Roman culture. That's your ancient European culture. Incest, they practice incest, bestiality, having sex with dogs and farm animals, goats and cows. How the hell you think the indigenous population got wiped out here in North America? The goddamn cracker came over here with smallpox because he was over there in Europe sleeping with those damn cows and pigs and chickens and anything that had a damn wound that he could stick his nasty, phallus inside of, man. So Negroes that want to regurgitate that perverted ancient European culture, man, I say off with their head. Right. It's our duty to stand up, man.
That's what Freddie said. Same thing.
The community. I'll rest my mic.
Yes, sir. That is for real. You know, I would have never known that they said anything like this. I used to think that they were good people, honestly. Really, I really used to think that, because the only thing I saw of them was, they on the corner with their megaphone saying this, that, and the other thing, right? I never knew that they thought that. I never knew that they thought that. So I always had a pretty positive outlook on them because I thought that they were good people. I thought that they, believed in the Most High properly. But seeing this, it gives you another reality. It gives you a total different reality because look here, the Most High is not with interracial marriaging. He's not with that, and if they really read the Bible, they can go and see it. You can start in Deuteronomy 7, verse 3. Where it says that you shall not intermarry with them.
That's true.
Giving your daughters to their sons or taking their daughters for your sons, for they will turn you away. They will turn away your sons from following me. To serve other gods. Then the anger of the Lord will be kindled against you, and then he would destroy you quickly. But thus shall you deal with them. You shall break down their altars and dash their pieces, their pillars, and chop down their atriums and burn their carved images with fire. God is telling us that we should destroy them. Verse 2 says it very clearly, that you shall defeat them, and then you must devout them to complete destruction. Complete destruction. Clearly says, do not intermingle. Don't marry with them. And see, in the ignorance That's what some of us have done. Went out there and married this damnable cracker, and you think that you got something, and you ain't got nothing but disease and trouble everywhere that you look. Because that nasty dog was never made for you.
Right.
She'll never be able to be to you what a black woman who's made by God to be to you. And that's something that we got to understand very clearly and very succinctly. Niggas like that, their heads have to roll. Their heads have to roll, and we should not be shy about it. Because they're leading. I mean, could you imagine the mind of our common brother and sister that don't know shit, that look to these crackers like they're the best thing on since sliced bread, and hear a black man say that it's okay, that God wants you to marry a cracker. And then he with his cracker. Then the ignorant will say, well, damn, you with God and God blessed you. Then let me go find me a blessing in the cracker. Ain't no way. That's hell. That is hell. And we have to bring that out. And we have to let them know that you'll get nowhere with that damn dog. But you'll get a disease for sure. And you will never get God's approval, but you will earn his hatred. And when you earn his hatred, you damn sure earned ours as well. And I rest my mic.
All right, that's what's up.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you, brother. Go ahead.
Man, I don't know what happened to my mic the last time. Man, them Israelites crazy as hell. I don't deal with them at all. And you're absolutely right. That those guys, they need to be called out. That guy sitting on there, the one who said the African women ain't ugly, and that white woman looked like he got her out of garbage can somewhere. And I don't like to talk about folks' wives, but I just got to call it how it is because that's just what it is. See, those are the type of people that we can't even attempt to try to build anything with. And those are the type of people that we have to keep our youth away from. But unfortunately, the sad thing, it's sad and unfortunate, you find a lot of black women joining these camps.
Yeah, that's true.
You find a lot of black women, joining these camps. The one guy who was the leader of the isupk, not Tazariak, I can't think of it, General Yohana.
Yeah.
He said the black woman is his exact word is the worstest thing, is the worstest and most evilest human on earth. They worse than the white man.
He did say that.
Yeah. His exact words. But they got black women in the camp. They got black women joining the camp.
Wow.
How bad have our women been beat down if they would put up with nonsense like that and still join it? You can hear that nonsense and you still want to be a part of it. What have us as black men, what have we allowed this society to do to our women? And what have we done to our women to make our women want to accept something like that? You the most evilest, and evilest is not a word, but still, you the most evilest being on earth, worse than the white man.
Yep.
And then you go join their camp. The ISUPK is bigger than GMS, so you see more of them. But then, like African supremacy said, as big as Sarnetta's channel is, why are you out there talking to those people? You claim you're for black people, but actually you're hustling just like everyone else. Because if you were truly for black people, you would not be interviewing these people, letting them put that nonsense into our youth head. Our youth that don't have anyone there to teach them anything, to tell them anything. Right? You're interviewing them. You're giving them a platform. You're making them popular.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Making them popular. So, you know, that's all I have to say about those Israelites, man. They need to be, and I know all of them are not like that. Mm-hmm. I can say that. I know all of them are not like that. But, you know, I still question any, one of my brother's stepdaughter is an Israelite, and she don't like to talk to me about it because I truly question a black woman intelligence when it comes to certain things. If you're going to hear people speak of you that way, in that manner, and you still want to go join and be a part of them. See, those are the type that we cannot protect.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They don't want protection.
They don't.
Because if they wanted protection, they would not be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
But our sisters that want protection and want brothers like us to be around and to protect them, we have to protect them. You know, you can't save everybody. Some of them don't want to be saved. You have to just let them go. Mm-hmm. And that go for black men and women. Just let them be.
Let them be. That's true.
Continue to do what they're going to do. They don't want to move forward. They're happy with where they are. Or even if they're not happy, they are stuck and don't see a way out. Even when we try to give them one. Now,
I agree. And you know, the funny thing about it, they call themselves Israelites and they always represent Israel, but they never been to Israel, right? They never been to Israel. So I'm going to show you a video how the Israelis in Israel, how they feel about black people over there. I'm going to show you a video because what you see over there is no different how white people treat those black people over there, no different how white people treat us over here. And if you go over there, they think because these are Sudanians, those Negroes like the GMS and the isupk, they think, oh, we're not those people. So they honestly believe that they can go to Israel and those white people ain't gonna say nothing derogatory up towards them. They're gonna say, no, you're African. You just speak English, but you're African. So I'm gonna show you a clip. Not even a clip. I'm gonna show you a video how they mistreating those Sudanians over there. And just listen, the evilness that these people, and he's supposed to be the so-called God's chosen people, but they no different than these white people, or because they Jewish, they trying to hide behind religion. Once again, these white folks trying to hide behind religion, and they want to say, "Oh, we're not those white people, those Christians. We're different. We're nicer." No, you're not. No, you're not. So I'm going to show you how they really feel about us. Because those are our people. Those Sudanians, those are our people. Those are our people. So those Israelites, they could talk big and bad, and they can hate on Africa. But they can never go to Israel talking that crap. They can never go to Israel saying that, oh, we're not part of them. No, you're in the same boat. You're in the same boat. They're not looking at it like, oh, you're different. No. So let's see how they treat our brothers and sisters in Israel. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Here we go.
I've witnessed, people just go straight up, going up to African people who are minding their own business, not doing anything to anyone, screaming it and yelling it with fierceness and aggression and, all kinds of insults and sexual insults. And it's like a funny joke in the neighborhood to pick up dog feces and throw it at nursing mothers, African women who are nursing their babies. In recent years, non-Jewish African people from East Africa mainly have been entering the country, fleeing persecution, fleeing ethnic cleansing where they themselves originated from, which is for the most part Eritrea and Sudan. First of all, they're non-white, so they're suffering from white supremacy. They're not Jewish, so they're suffering from Jewish supremacy. They're not citizens, so they're suffering from nativist supremacy, and they're impoverished. They come with nothing on them. They're the least empowered population in the country, and the most vulnerable. As long as activists are present, it prevents, full-scale violence from happening. As long as media is there, it acts as some kind of stop guard. He's saying, why am I? Hardcore activists will start, physically intimidating us, physically, harassing us until it's no longer physically safe to even be there. That's when, the full-scale violence happens. That's when we had, people, 1,000 people running through the streets of South Tel Aviv, running rampant. Any store that was owned by an African person, smashing it, stealing stuff, breaking stuff. Any African or dark-skinned person that they found, beating them or throwing stones at them or smashing it over them. The government, the ruling party, and other parties campaigned on they will take a strong stance. They will prevent more Africans from coming into the country. It's just across the board, from Kadima on the left to Likud, Shas, to pretty much all the center and right-wing Israeli parties vilified African people and advocated expelling them from the country or putting them into internment camps to remove them from the Israeli streets. A statistic that was published 1 week after the pogrom or anti-African riots of May 23rd, something like 52% of Jewish Israelis agreed with a member of Knesset's characterization of African asylum seekers as a cancer in the country. If you can think, essentially cancer is the #1 killer of people in at least the developed world, the Western world, and including in Israel. And here you have a characterization of an entire population of people as being the national equivalent of cancer. Part of the reason, at least, why it's so easy for that to become the knee-jerk government response and people's response is that for generations already, that has been the encoded response towards Palestinian people. There are Israelis who are trying to come to the aid of African people, but those Israelis are viewed by a majority of the population as traitors, frankly. I grew up, obviously, like many Jewish people, with the stories of the Nazi Holocaust. Any kind of comparison is only useful to a degree. Every situation is unique. I don't run to the Nazi comparison, but certainly, without any doubt, the level of discourse around African people in Israel bears many similarities to the discourse around Jewish people in Germany 70 years ago. The level of dehumanization occurs at the highest levels of society here. The most vile propaganda war and blood libels coming from the highest levels of the religious authorities and the political authorities. It's hard not to draw comparisons to the darkest regimes that we can recall in modern history.
It's an incredible comparison. So let's know your thoughts on this very issue.
So I just okay. So now, there you have it. There you have it. So Even Hitler said that he got his ideas from America. And now they're not saying, oh, we got to treat these people nice. We got to treat these people nice because what we went through with Hitler. No. They doing the exact same thing what Hitler did to them, to our people. So when you got these Negroes claiming Israel, what do you think is going to happen to them when they get over to Israel? That's the reason why they don't go over there. Because they know them Israelis they're going to do the same thing as those white folks over there is going to do the same thing as white people are doing over there. They all the same. They just one may be Christians and the one may be Jewish. But they all come from the same race, same geographic place, which is Europe. So you see how the evil what they doing to our people over there because they were looking for some sort of refuge. What is your thoughts on that?
Well, man, it hurts to see African people, having to go through things like that. It really does. Just based off of their skin complexion. I mean, they're facing, all of these hardships and this racism and discrimination and all of that stuff. But I mean, damn it, I wish, Hitler would have exterminated all them damn Jews because, they want us to cry for their Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
But what you just showed, and I've seen, videos about, the treatment of African people over there in Israel. They want us to cry for their Holocaust, man. Now you got black people, running around here talking about they're Jewish, trying to act like these damn small hats, man. We know that they control the media. They are waging a damn Holocaust on us as we speak right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Jews control, all aspects of the media, man. Social media, YouTube, Google, like the major news networks. They putting all of this pro-homosexuality in movies and commercials, all of this pro-interracial propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
They are, in the act of, man, waging war against black people. They don't have no respect for us. You see what our brothers and sisters, man, are going through over there in Israel. Like, God damn it, I don't trust I don't trust the Arab. I don't trust the damn Jew. I don't trust the European, and I don't trust a damn spick. And I'm just gonna say it, call it for what it is. Our people gotta wake up, man. If you want these groups, you want to become an ally with these groups. See, this is, man, we got a funny way of thinking. Like, you got black people over here pushing this minority rights type of thing. Oh, we are all minorities. I mean, come on, yellow man. Come on, red man. Come on, brown man. We all brothers. Let's fight the big old bad white man. These other groups, man, they use black people just to get their agenda accomplished. And then after that, they just toss us up in the garbage. Exactly. You don't see them goddamn Jews and Asians and for the even, those Hispanics and stuff for the most part. You don't see them fighting for reparations, but we supposed to fight for amnesty for illegal, immigrants. We supposed to fight. See, like I said earlier, man, I'm a man that stands for what is right and I'm against what is wrong. So that's why even I know that this is a touchy subject and a lot of black people are against 1000% against Donald Trump. Not me. Hey, you can hate me or not. I stand for what's right and I'm against what's wrong. When it comes to like a wall, when it comes to keeping these damn illegal immigrants out of America, I'm all for that. Shit, I don't even agree in amnesty. And that piece of shit, Barack Obama. Just imagine if Hillary Clinton would have been would have been picked as president, would have been selected as president. Man, these damn Democrats are dangerous.
Oh, hell yeah.
There was a time when I used to believe, and I was sipping out of the Obama Kool-Aid container. All right? I'm just going to keep it a buck. But fortunately, man, I had brothers like you. I had brothers like Dr. Umar Johnson. And then I had the facts. I had the facts right in front of me. But I just let, this man's skin complexion just, I don't know. I'm like a bull running, to a red flag just because I see, oh, here's a brown man. We have our first brown president. So what I'm trying to say is this, man. We as a people, we just got to stand up for what's right and fight against what's wrong. I'm not trying to say I advocate, because I don't agree with anything any politician stands for. But when it comes to us black people, so quick to want to form these coalitions with all of these damn immigrant groups, and with the LBGT. I mean, man, look at Black Lives Matter. Look at Black Lives Matter. Look at how they disguise themselves as being authentic and a nationalist organization that was just here to protect. But deep down, if you read the fine line, that's why they always say you better get you a lawyer, get somebody, that's been to college that can read in between the lines of the contract before you, place your John Hancock on it. Man, look at what their main agenda was. Their main agenda was to queer out the movement. An organization formed by lesbians. Look at the Democratic Party. They claim to stand so much for black people. But if you read the fine line, you will see that they also support homosexuality, lesbianism. Barack Obama himself said that he didn't support reparations.
No.
He didn't support reparations, not at all. But a lot of us, and I understand, because there was a time and a day to where I was drunk off of the Kool-Aid myself. But I just want black people to open your eyes, like open that third eye.
Don't forget, I am in control, but don't forget the Black Lives Matter was also being financed by a white man named George Soros.
Yes, a Jew.
Yes.
Yeah. Yup. Black Lives Matter being financed by a small hat.
And these are the same people, by the way, that suck the penises of babies.
Yes. I mean, oh my God. I forgot what that ritual is called. There's a name for it, man. I can't.
That's the circumcision.
Yeah, okay, the circumcision. Yeah, the circumcision. I mean, circumcision ritual performed, by the Jews and stuff, man, that shit is sickening. It's barbaric. It just shows their culture. Before, when a newborn baby is brought into the world, his first thought has to be participating in homosexual sex. I mean, homosexual love.
Sucking the blood out or something like that.
Yeah, getting the blood sucked off of his phallus. That's his first memory coming to by who does it? A priest?
Yeah, one of those the rabbis.
One of those rabbis.
And they have stories how these children will come down with herpes and all that.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. These are sick people.
That's always been European culture.
Yes.
We don't do that. But Himotep, and people want to talk about bashing Africa. We was the first ones that had we had equipment to do that. Yep. And it's on the walls.
Yep.
So the Greek and Rome, they never had that stuff. So that's an old ancient European thing they do. They do, and they still practicing it. They still molesting little boys in Rome. They still keeping that culture. So the culture, they don't change. So why these people, they trying to make it seem this stuff is new, and this stuff been around since, but that's their culture. And what you're doing, and you're telling them that, hey, this is their culture. This is what they do.
Wow.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just want to throw that. I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, man, I appreciate that, bro. I'm feeling that energy, man. Black people, man, better wake the hell up. Better wake the hell up, man. Don't bite the food on the trap. Don't bite the food on the trap, man. They're gonna, turn out to be dinner. They're gonna wind up supper on some damn cracker's plate. So hey, I'll pass the mic on that note.
Definitely. I'll say this again, is that we have no friends. We have no friends. Everybody is stealing something from us. The fake Jews claim that they are us, and they are not. Everybody want to be us, but really hate us at the end of the day. And we have to be strong enough to bring order. There's a lot of movement, but no order. We need to go and clear up the chaos. The enemy rules through chaos, and we have to be able to clean it up and put proper motion in order and get all of this shit fixed, because it's a suffering. I mean, everywhere we look, to be real, everywhere we look on the planet, our people are suffering. Everywhere. And we're suffering because what? Because we allow an enemy around us. We allow an enemy to deal with us. That's our problem. Straight up. No matter where we are on this planet, we got some issues. It's because we don't let that damn enemy get amongst us and begin to affect what it is that we are doing. So we got to make sure that we clean that shit up. Straight up. And do it in a way that's meaningful and purposeful, and let people know there will be repercussion and consequences. It's just that simple. It's going to be repercussions and consequences. Because at the end of the day, we got to do what's right for us. We can't worry about, well, what these people going to think, or, they may think, well, we crazy. Fuck them. To hell with it. We got to do what's right for us. Nobody considers us. They just do the shit to us and expect us to go along with it, to keep on eating from it. No, we got to stop. We got to stop eating the lies. We got to stop. You telling your children, oh, Santa Claus gonna come down the goddamn chimney and deliver you toys, and you ain't even got a fucking chimney. So you're gonna give the credit for buying toys. You're gonna give that credit to some fat cracker to make your child love the cracker and be mad at you because you didn't get something. That don't even make sense. But their world is surrounded by lies. And we have to stop participating in the lies and begin living the truth. Not the thing that, people say, well, you got to live your truth. No, damn it. We got to live the truth. Because it is just one truth. Simple as that. And these fuckers, they got to go. They got to go. And they know their time is up. But they're hinging their bets that we're going to be so divided and so conquered that we'll be too weak to do what needs to be done. But they got another thing coming. They got another thing coming. And I'll rest my mic.
No, we're not weak. Well, none of that. When God showed that, and we had talked earlier, right? Do y'all remember Israel? They had $30,000 to catch an African. Do y'all remember that a couple years ago?
Yeah, I remember that.
No,
I remember that. Yeah,
they had signs out in the country: $30,000 to catch an African.
Yeah.
We allow people to treat us a certain way. We don't stand up because we look for feel-good rhetoric, and we're looking for somebody with skin something like ours to get a position. Not that he have power like Obama. I'm similar to African Supremacy TV. I drunk the Kool-Aid. And do y'all remember when we was arguing, they were saying his name was Barry Soweto. Do y'all remember that?
Yep. Yep.
Now, when you study his history, guess what? He went by Barry. And he used his
stepdaddy's last name. Soweto may not be the correct way to pronounce it, but he went by his Indonesian last name, Soweto.
Mm-hmm.
So they were not lying when they were saying that. But this society have us in a way where it doesn't make a difference what white people say. Even when they tell the truth, we're going to automatically go against it because they have told 1 million lies before they told that one truth. Yep. So we drunk the Obama Kool-Aid and we stand, and it's like sometimes the things that we stand for them. We may even know it's not right, but we stand for it to go against them. Now it's time for us to stand up for what's right. Mm-hmm. And for what's right is for us to take care of us. You understand? It's not what somebody else is going to continue to do. It's not the fact that people will continue to do things to us, but we have to stop them. They're not going to stop themselves. Right. And now we have these organizations out here saying, and Maurice, I know I sent you the video the other day, do for self-ism is over. Did you look at that video, Maurice? No.
Yes, sir. I sure did.
We are the only people in the world. We are the only people in the world that want to depend on the people that did the things what the Europeans and Arabs did to us. Europeans, Arabs, and Jews, all of them white, what they did to us. But we want to depend on those people. And sometimes I get a little harsh because I'm going to be honest. I have no sympathy for those people, for those black people that leave and going to Israel. I'm sorry. You see how you're being treated. Why you want to go and stand in amongst that? Mm-hmm. I have no sympathy for these people here that say they don't ever want to separate. They don't ever want to live amongst. They don't ever want to live amongst their own people. I have no sympathy for them because you enjoy what happens to you. Obviously, it's like we are glutton for punishment. Mm. Did this world truly dumb us down to the point where we are now, where we don't think we can do anything for ourselves, where we are just looking for a symbol? We're looking for something symbolic, but we are not looking and working toward anything real. Mm-hmm. So for me, I want something real. I'm tired of intangibles. It's time for something tangible. This country ain't gonna give it to us. It's time for us to do what we have to do to create something tangible for ourselves and for our children and for our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. This country is not going to do it for us. Nobody is going to do it for us. Look, the Jews ain't number white folks, so I guess they're a different group of white folks, right? So the white folks hate us. The Arabs ain't number white folks hate us. Mm-hmm. The Orientals, for the most part, hate us. Mm-hmm. They'll beat our women still go get their nails done. But what's worse than all that, the world has taught us to hate us. Mm-hmm. Us hating us is worse than them hating us.
Which I proved. Mm-hmm.
They might be African because they act like savages. The black woman, the African woman is ugly. Mm. We gonna get in our car and do a drive-by, and we ain't gonna shoot up nobody but one another. Might shoot a grandmama in the process, might shoot a baby in the process. But when the police come over here to whoop our ass, we gonna run or we gonna march.
Yep.
And that's the worst thing about the whole situation. How we want to be other people so bad, where we turn to do to ourselves what other people was able to do to us.
Come on now.
So now it's time for us, that's why I'm tired of going back and forth, tired of talking about what other folks have done and what they gonna do. It's time for us to show what we gonna do. It's time for us to step up and do. I remember when I was at the Malcolm X Festival, some white boys was out there.
I made them very uncomfortable, so uncomfortable till they left. Why y'all out here? Well, we are coming here for we want to end the racism. I say, Malcolm X wasn't white, he was black. This is our celebration. Why do y'all have to be here? And the only reason I'm looking, and my son said, Daddy, look at them. They only stop and talk to the groups they think are militant. They stopped and talked to the new Black Panther Party. It was a group out there, the Hewitt P. Newton Gun Club, had guns on their side. They stopped to talk to get information from them. The new Black Panther Party told them to move on. Any group that looked militant, that's who they talked to. So I just walked in the crowd. Why y'all here? I say we don't go to Klan rallies. We don't go to Trump rallies. We ain't going to none of y'all rallies. So why are y'all here? Y'all need to get the hell away from here. We don't want y'all here. This is ours. Everything ain't for y'all. You know what some black folks said to me? Man, why would you do that? They were just there. I said, what would happen if you go to a place where you ain't wanted something that's strictly for them? Oh, they make you feel uncomfortable till you want to leave. I said, so why is a problem if I do it to them?
Good question. That's true.
What happened to the black man inside that Trump rally? Didn't somebody hit inside his head and knock him down or something to that effect?
Yeah.
Then he went out there and apologized. He accepted the old white man apology, something to that effect.
Yeah.
And hugged the bastard at that.
Every time they went somewhere, I didn't put my hand on nobody. But black people got mad with me because I told white folks to leave the Malcolm X festival. This have nothing to do with you.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Why they be in the Malcolm X festival?
The same. Then I go in the same barbershop where they called the owner on me because they was cutting a white person hair. And I said, white boys. And the white folks got mad. There's a white barber working in that barbershop now. And one of them got customers. You know, they just sat there with the black guy and cracked nigger jokes. I say, me saying white boy made y'all uncomfortable. But y'all okay with this? Y'all ask me why I don't ever come back in this barbershop? I never come back in there. I went back in there because I got a homeboy working there. He called me and asked me to come holler at him about something. I said, y'all had two elderly black men. I call them elders. They was in their mid-60s to early 70s, right? Constantly talked about how the N-word offended them. I said, y'all didn't stop not one time. But y'all called the owner because I said white boy, and that offended white folks. And now y'all can sit in here and crack nigger jokes with white folks.
Wow.
What type of black people are y'all?
I would have cringed. Oh my God. I would have said something.
Oh, they went in there, but the only reason I know because my barber, my homeboy was telling me, man, they be sitting in here. He was telling me, I don't go in there. That's why he called me up there. I don't go up there no more. I don't go up there at all. Unless my homeboy called me and need to holler at me about something, I know that's where he is. If we got some business to take care of, I would go. But other than that, I don't go in there at all. I don't spend one red cent in that barbershop.
That's good.
Man, I stand firm on how I live. Me and Maurice was on the phone last week. Maurice heard me. I'm walking through the mall. What did I tell them damn Arabs, Maurice?
They better get the hell up out of there. That they gonna be shut down.
We gonna shut y'all down. Y'all over here. We tired of y'all coming around using all black people culture, selling the back to them. Got a shirt with a black woman on, with the black woman with the big afro talking about melanin popping. I said, so you gonna sell this shit back to black folks? No, not on my watch. We gonna put y'all the fuck out of here.
That's what you said.
But as long as we sit around and let them do it. See, that's the fight for me. As long as we sit around and let them do it, they gonna continue to do it. If you don't ever put none of them nasty bastards in check, they gonna continue to be disrespectful. They gonna continue to take your culture and sell it back to you. They have a place in Baltimore, Maryland right now called Hip Hop Chicken. I thought it was black owned because it's a hip hop chicken. It's Arab owned.
Wow.
It's Arab owned.
Wow.
It's always a line. 20, 30 deep. Always. Hip hop chickens says about 4 of them.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Whoa, bro.
But guess what? It's not their fault, it's our fault. Because we let them do it. So we got to put them bastards in check. And whatever any of our people that we can touch to keep them from going in there, and we can touch them mentally, if we can touch them spiritually and emotionally to keep them from going in those places, giving them damn nasty bastards your money, that's what we have to do. And the ones that gonna continue to go, just leave them alone. Because you can't change them.
Right.
And that's all I have to say. I yield the mic.
Craig, you wanted to say something, Craig?
Nah, I mean, well, man, when I heard what Bakari just said about hip hop chicken,
yeah,
like, whoa, that's
wow,
complete slap in the face.
What? That's beyond a slap in the face. That's just a punch in the face. God damn.
Right.
And they get away with this shit, and we sit back. Most of our people sit back and allow it happen. Like Brother Bakari said, we don't want to fight. You know, we have no problem fighting each other, and we go hard on each other. Like Brother said, we drive by, and you know, and it's sad. I just saw a video where this white bitch, and I don't know if y'all seen it, but they showed it over here. This white guy, I don't know if she was Latino, because these Latinos are white folks to me. These Latinos, I can't, them bastards, they know, they're just as wicked. I'm talking about the ones. The ones that really don't respect us. You got the ones, you got some of them do. I'm just talking about the ones that don't use the N-word and all that stuff. You got some of them, they're cool. But I'm talking about them evil motherfuckers that they just use the N-word and they just look at black people like we just thugs or whatever. She walks in the store. I don't know what she looks could be Latino or English speaking. I don't know. She snatched the money out of this elder's hand. She's a black woman. So now they looking for this woman. You know, I said, what the nerve? These motherfuckers are getting bold. You know, this got to stop. And like I said, and it's gonna it's gonna stop with us. We're gonna make it stop.
Can I say something right quick? Go ahead, bro. You know why they getting bold? Because ain't no black men stepped up and put their foot up their damn ass. That's why they getting bolder and bolder and bolder. Our women would still go to them damn Asian joints. But I bet you can't no black man put their hand on no damn Vietnamese or Chinese woman without their men coming and step up. They whooped them people ass in damn Brooklyn, New York, and all we did was go stand out front and say, we gonna protest. That's why people whoop black people ass.
Did you see what happened in Chicago with the brother who threw the brick through the Asian
window? Yeah, I saw that.
But did you see the next day? The next day, I think this was the next day or a couple of days later, the window was still damaged, boarded up, and you got sisters still up in there getting their nails done. And the protesters were coming up to these people, like asking them questions. You had a sister look like she was ready to fight. She was like, "Get the hell out of my way. This is where we get our nails done."
Well, you know what?
They siding with the enemy.
They did it in Oklahoma too, remember? That's what, some of our people we can't help, we got to leave be. So the ones we can help and the ones that want us to, because in Oklahoma, remember when that damn Korean man slapped that black woman?
Yeah.
And them black men, black women went out there talking about don't go here, don't go here. The woman got to argue with him. He got his hair on half price today.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, that's all you worth, some damn hair. And what pissed me off about that shirt, something I'm gonna give it back to you. We got a shop in the mall, right? Where I go to get my shirts made. Black on, big black on. They do a lot of the fraternities and all that, right? Matter of fact, when I do my next show, I got to mention their business because they tired of Teesprings. They tired of black people selling Black Power shirts through Teespring, which is a white-owned company. So they can handle all that business, right? The Arabs went the Arabs went 4 stores down and started selling shirts. And you see black people stopping and go to them instead of continuing to go to the black people that have operated their business inside that mall over 10 years.
Mm.
See, the black folks didn't say nothing. I thought they were going to say something when I started talking about Reach. They just walked off.
That's crazy.
And
that is. And see, this is the reason why we can't turn the other cheek, because these things are happening constantly. This is not something that just came out of nowhere. This is a constantly thing, and people putting this stuff in the air, and people actually doing it. They're actually practicing. Listen to these idiots, and that's what I had to make this video about, crossing the line. And I want to know how far these people, are they willing to talk about people's wives, grandchildren, talking about their people being savages and all the other stuff. I wonder what else they willing to do. What else they willing to do? And that's the scary part about it. And then you're getting views and people are listening to that. And when we say no, don't go that way, do this way, and make it. And so because we see potential, these pro-blacks, and I can't stand them because we doing something right. We doing something powerful. We doing something that you can't do. So I just want to say that real quick. But I didn't mean to cut you off, brother Carl. You want to say anything else?
No, man, I ain't got nothing else to say, man. I got to sign off, man. I got to go pick my daughter up. I thought she was gonna spend the night at my brother's house with his wife, but they wait till 9:30 to change her mind.
All right, my brother.
Yeah, man, I love y'all, man. I was glad to be on the panel with y'all. We're gonna do this again. I got a show coming up too, talking about things that we have done. And then we can use the past to build to the future. And I want y'all to be on there. And I appreciate the chat. And once again, before I go, I know anybody want to donate, I put my Cash App in the link. Me and the brother, we taking at least 15 kids to the African American Museum, the African American Museum of History in Montgomery, Alabama on February 29th. And my Cash App was $ Bakari, Bakari Kibwe, Kibwe. Peace. I love y'all.
All right.
Love you too, bro. Peace.
Well, we're gonna close out too, but I want to just screen share one more thing, and I give y'all your last closing out statements. Let me just show this real quick, and this is for the Aboriginals. These is for the mixture people, and my thing is like this: if you're not African, then don't eat these foods. If you're not African, then don't eat these foods. Okay? As you can see, it says the 10 foods that you probably didn't know came from Africa. One of the foods is okra. One of the foods is okra. That came from Africa. So those Aboriginals, wannabes, and those mixtures don't eat okra because this came from Africa. What else that came from Africa? Let's see. Rice. Did you know rice came from Africa? The rice that I know a lot of black people like to eat came from Africa. Right? So white people didn't know how to cook rice. Did y'all know that? White people didn't know how to cook rice.
Come on, teach.
Okay. They said, while it's possible rice was growing on America's soil long before Africans arrived, it was African slaves who taught Americans how to properly irrigate a rice field. So white people didn't know how to cook rice. They didn't even know what it was. So what else came from Africa? Ooh, what's this? Peanuts. Did you know peanuts came from Africa? So those people that hate Africa, well, don't eat these things because that came from Africa. I'm just letting you know. Don't eat it. Came from Africa. Eat your aboriginal foods and your admixture foods. Eat those foods, whatever that is. You eat them. But these foods came from Africa. Don't eat these foods. Okay? Peanuts came from Africa. What else came from Africa? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what else came from Africa. Did you know black-eyed peas came from Africa? Did y'all know that?
No, sir.
Black-eyed peas came from Africa. So I'm just telling you, don't eat them. And I love black-eyed peas. I love rice. I eat them. That's right. So what else that came from Africa? Man, I love this. This is good information. The cola nut. I don't think I had this before. That came from Africa. Let's see. Let me see something else. Let me see what people are familiar with. Oh, did you know sugar came from Africa? Yeah, sugar came from Africa. All right. What else came from Africa? Coffee came from Africa. And I love my coffee. I love my coffee.
Wow.
Yeah, they came from Africa. Coffee came from Africa. What else came from Africa? Let's see. Hold on. Did you know watermelon? I know Maurice. Maurice. Yo, Maurice, I was shocked too, bro. I was shocked too.
Wow.
Watermelon came from Africa. So those black people who claim they came from the South, they say they're not from Africa, don't eat watermelon because they came from Africa. I know he was gonna laugh at that one. So and which it makes sense. It makes sense because a lot of the fruits and vegetables. That's what I'm saying. Because Africa is very fertile. And that's what majority of the foods that come from Africa. So when I say I want to go to Africa, why that's the bad thing? That's one of the wealthiest continents of the planet. And you eating the foods that came there, but you hating the black mother of civilization. And everybody know the black mother produces. She produced life.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, do I have to keep? I can go on and on. What else that came from Africa? Yams came from Africa, and I love yams. I love yams. And all this time, I'm thinking these foods were slave food. No, these are not slave foods. These are African foods. These are African foods. Some of them came long before the slave trade. Long before. But even during the slave trade, they took the foods after the Africans had taught them how to make it and all the other stuff. Because I was like, well, how are they feeding the slaves? The enslaved Africans. I mean, how did they feed what foods? So they realized they was taking those foods from Africa, and that's how they was shipping over here. Okay, because white people didn't know how to make them. Why do you think, to the idiots and the morons that hate Africa, why do you think that these slave owners have black cooks? Because white people didn't know how to cook. They didn't know how to make this stuff. What else that came from Africa? There's some bird. What's called? What's that name? I don't know what this fucking bird. This is this bird that came. I never tasted this. They supposed to be similar like chicken. That came from Africa. What else? What's number one? Hold on. Let me see. What's this? Oh, that's pretty much it. So I just want to share that real quick. Let me just close out of here real quick. So those black people that hate Africa, don't eat those foods because those are foods that came from Africa, and you'll be a contradictory if you eat those foods. Okay, and there's other foods too. That was just a sample. That was just 11 samples of what came from Africa. So I'll let y'all do your last comments or anything y'all want to say.
No doubt.
We're gonna close out because it's been over now. It's 3 hours. But this is a very good program. I'm glad I did it. So we're gonna start with Brother Craig and Brother Muhammad, and then.
Okay, before I give my closing statement, I would first like to send a message out, to this Aboriginal movement, based off of what Brother God, the evidence that he just provided. Black people need to stop trying to pick and choose. I mean, if you're against Africa, like my brother just showed, stop trying to pick and choose. Quit eating these foods. Quit doing things that African people, quit benefiting from the contributions of African people. If you so against the damn mother continent, most form of dancing, like rhythm, the rhythm that African people have, like the way, the beat, the way we, move our feet to the beat off of the drums.
Yep.
Yo, stop. Because then if you claim that you're not from this place and you have hatred for these people, you're no different than a damn European culture vulture.
Exactly. Yep.
So the way I look at, the Aboriginal movement, it was designed to capitalize off of the self-hatred Black people got during slavery about Africa. Now it has metamorphosized into a movement that is designed for entertainment, clicks, views, and to generate money with worthless debates. Let's stick to the information. Like all of this foolishness, man, I ain't got time for it. But my closing statement, I would like to send a shout out, to everybody on the panel, and I appreciate being given the opportunity to come and express my opinion when it comes to, these matters. And as always, I'm definitely down, man. I got a lot of different things that I would like to talk about. I want to touch on one day this damn hip hop chicken joint that I just came into awareness of, and I want to show how, we're being just made complete mockery of. We went from being made mockery of being coons with this old establishment called the Coon Chicken Inn. Now, in 2020, we done went from the Coon Chicken Inn to the Hip Hop Chicken Inn. But, on that note, I just want to say peace to the panel, to the listening audience, to, Brother Maurice Muhammad, Brother Guy Nollywood, Brother Bakari, and to everybody out there in the community, man. And just remember, we have to, stick to the information. Let's take the emotions out of this. Peace.
Right. I agree.
All right. Another good program, big bro. Very good program. I learned and I enjoyed being on, and I know the chat family definitely enjoyed being on. Excellent information that was shared. And I think that one more thing that I did want to add to that, where we were talking about these people going and then, beating up on Black folks, and then they put a sale out, and then, Blacks come back to start buying because there's a sale. And what they're actually saying to us is that we are a whorish people because we are for sale. You can kick your ass one day and know that you'll come back because you'll put a sign that say 50% off, and then you'll come running back. So they're saying at the end of the day, you're a whorish people. Now, in reality, the ignorant of our people will do that. They'll run back to the store and go try to get them something on sale, irregardless to the fact of that they just got their ass whooped yesterday. And it seems to be that they have this mentality of, we just got to survive. We just got to survive to the next day. We got to survive until the next overcoming, so to speak. And when you're in that type of thinking, you'll always be somebody's chump because you're looking just to get away from conflict. You're looking just to get along with people who you know damn well don't even like you. Mm-hmm. So you got to realize that it is more to life than just surviving. Much more to life than just surviving. You got to realize that your life is worth living. It is worth living. Therefore, since it's worth living, then it's worth defending and standing up for the only life that you got. It's worth standing up for. It is worth defending. So that I hope that you understand the time and what must be done. Because we can't go off of this survival thinking any longer. Because it teaches you to accept the unacceptable. It teaches you to accept less when you're worth so much more. Mm-hmm. So we have to love ourselves and love ourselves properly. I thank you, big bro, for having me. And to everybody who knows that I was supposed to do a program today, I'm still going to do it. I'm just going to do it on Sunday because I wanted to be here with Guy while he does his. So we'll look for our great African heritage. We'll get that done on Sunday. And of course, to my brother Guy and African Supremacy and brother Bakari, y'all definitely welcome to come on. It's going to be sometime after Guy's 1 o'clock live.
Perfect.
And I rest my mic.
Cool. Well, I just want to thank y'all brothers for coming on with me and joining me, man. It's a blessing to have y'all participating and just sharing your thoughts. And I love to hear y'all wisdom and knowledge, man. There's nothing like it. But we're fighters, man. At the end of the day, we're fighters, and just to go up against this wickedness that's being spread in the atmosphere, and we're not going to tolerate no more. After some point, we can't just keep walking away, and think it's going to go away. It's not going to go away. You got to face it.
That's right.
Dr. King said, silence is betrayal.
Yes.
Silence is betrayal. Right. So we can't be silent, And anybody just want to pretend like it just pretend it's cowardly to me. Don't just get away. Don't even get away from me. I'll tell anybody that. Mm-hmm. So we got to do it. And all this whole notion that Frederick Douglass said something about we're an admixture of people, that's not true. And I'm like I said, I do scholarship work. He never said that. So the moron, dark-skinned descendant of slave born in America, Frederick Douglass said that, and if you think he said it, then you got to prove me wrong. Or either that, shut the hell up.
That's right.
There's no such thing as no mixture or no aboriginal. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as no Moors. Now, if you could, like I said, in the United States, you could be whatever you want to be. That don't mean that's you. If you want to be a horse, fine, but that don't mean you are actually a horse because you was not born a horse. You wasn't born aboriginal. You wasn't born admixture. It's a damn lie. Because you go to Israel, you see what they did with those people over there. Go to Israel, think and say, "Oh, I'm aboriginal. You don't hit me." Or I'm an Israelite. Don't hit me. Don't bother me. Don't protest against me. They're gonna look at you like you crazy. No, you're African. I don't know. They don't know nothing about them. When I was talking to Sabir Bey, he was doing lives. Them Arabs that he chilled with, they didn't know what a Moor was. Oh, I'm Moorish. I'm Moorish. People looking at him like he crazy. What the fuck is a Moor? And these Negroes making up stuff. Don't even know what it means. So we gotta, you know, like I said, those people I stay away from. I just tell people, if you want to believe what you want to believe, but don't come interrupting our business. Because if you do that, we're gonna fight back and we're gonna go hard. We're gonna go hard. You know, I'm not being nice no more. I'm tired of being nice. Now tomorrow, just let the people know at 1 o'clock. I probably won't spend a lot of time. Probably spend like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe just an hour and a half. And I want to talk about this Kobe situation. Because I do believe what Umar Johnson said. And I didn't even think about it. But I do believe, because it happened before. This is nothing new. Conspiracies do happen. And it has nothing to do with no goddamn Illuminati. People need to stop saying Illuminati. I don't know what Illuminati is. But you do have organizations that these big corporations or organizations are being threatened. They have their hitmen on the side. So you got to be careful. So I'm going to elaborate that tomorrow at 1 o'clock. All right. But we're going to definitely get down to business. I hope y'all learned something. And like I said, you know, if y'all want to share it and teach other people about, you know, what's going on, because this is news. This is real news. And what I was presenting is news. Okay?
That's right.
So thanks again. Thanks to the chat. Let me give people some shout outs here. I want to give a big shout out to Jasmine, Miss Life Lesson. Who else? Oh, my brother Terrell. Email A. Am I saying it right, Brother Maurice? Email. I'm so sorry. Email A. I think that's the name. I'm sorry about that if I pronounced it wrong, but I'll give her a shout out. Makim. Okay, Makim. Oh, Erica Howard. Give a big shout out. Okay, who else? I think I got everybody. But I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. Who else? I want to thank y'all for tuning in. And just don't forget, we got tomorrow, we got Brother Muhammad. We're gonna go on his live, and then I'm gonna do a live, and Brother Bakar gonna do a live. Craig, you gonna do a live tomorrow or no?
You're talking about with y'all, or
yeah, are you doing any live tomorrow, or maybe next week or something like that?
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm just saying, are you going to do, because you remember you said you wanted to dress
on my own live? You talking?
Yeah.
No, I highly doubt. I'll be tuning in, and I'll be available to be on anybody's panel tomorrow, or I'll tune in. But no, I won't do my own separate live tomorrow. Probably.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure if you're doing, I want to, just join in and discuss whatever if you decide to do it. But all right. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Peace. Hotep.
Peace.